Godzilla has a brain about this size. He is sheer brute force. While Kong is a thinking animal. His brain is considerably larger. About 10 times the size of this gorilla's skull. Being instinctive rivals, there is no doubt that they will attempt to destroy one.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
Let them fight.
And now, our feature presentation.
Jose.
Shaggy!
You're very energetic this evening.
I am.
Any particular reason why?
Because the time has come, and so have I. And we are finally here, Shag.
Big pause, but okay.
If you get that reference, more fucking points to you.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another fantabulous episode of Cinema Villains. I am your hostess with the mostest, Shaggy Black. Alongside me is the kaiju expert, Jose. Jose, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Are you really?
Great, yes.
Are you fantastic?
Fantastic, as they would say.
Yeah.
Indeed! Sorry,
Indeed.
I just want to throw a low pen in there.
I see. I'm okay. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time.
For the moment you've been waiting for.
For the moment. Actually, we've been waiting for it. Let's be honest here. Jose, for most people who don't know, we've known each other going on 10 years.
Hell yeah, wow.
We have a lot of shit in common, which actually help our friendship grow. And either that or it's kind of like help our friendship grow and expand. But also it's kind of like I become like the loudmouth and you're kind of like the calm back and cool and collected and keep me in check.
Hey, there you go.
So we have that dynamic going for us.
That's right. So I'm the straight guy to your funny guy.
Yeah, pretty. Well, no, I'd be the straight guy to your funny guy.
Am I? Is that how that works?
Dude, from what people tell me, you're fucking hilarious.
Oh wow, thank y'all, people. I love y'all.
You're hilarious, and then they laugh at me because I'm angry half of the time, and they're reacting. So yeah, but we've known each other we've known each other going on 10 years. 4 years ago, I made a promise. Like we were talking about this movie that we were reviewing this evening.
Yes.
Which is Godzilla versus Kong.
Oh yeah.
The moment it happened. Well, first off, I want to go back 2014 when this movie was released. When Godzilla was released.
I was like, what? When this movie?
You gave me that look like, what the fuck are you talking about, old man?
Time? No.
Shit, I wish we had time travels, but no. When the 2014 release of Godzilla came out, what was the one thing we brought up that we needed?
A new Godzilla vs. Kong?
Yes. ASAP.
Immediately.
We were there. We were like, nope, I need it today. I need it right now. And there were rumors that they were going to do this movie.
Yes.
But then those rumors kind of got shuffled around.
Yes.
A little bit. So it was going to be a while. Then 2017, 4 years ago, almost to the day. The movie was officially announced, and I asked you, are you coming to Florida, or am I coming to Texas?
And I said, I fear Florida, man, so you're coming to Texas.
Man, okay.
So, well, actually, we said whatever, but I think you volunteered.
We didn't really have a chance. We didn't really have a thing. I was like, I'll fly out to Texas. Now, this was just a visit at that time. But
yeah. That's hilarious how that worked out.
Yeah, 4 years later, not only did it just not become a visit, I'd fucking live here now. So it's kind of like, hey, here we go. Now we've obviously started the podcast because of our friendship.
That's right.
And because of our fucking love of movies. What started as just a love of movies, all things horror. We just fucking really love movies, and we just kept going on and be like, yo, have you seen this? No. Have you seen this? Well, fuck it, man. Let's talk. You want to talk about it? Yeah. You want to do a podcast? Sure. the one thing I'm getting at, people, is it's like Godzilla versus Kong is the reason why this podcast has started.
Yep.
Me and Jose have been doing podcasts together going back as far as 2012.
That's right.
With Villains Never Sleep.
Hey.
But obviously, for personal reasons, I left. He kept it going, but it obviously wasn't the same. And even some of your co-hosts would obviously say that the originals.
Yeah.
This movie was the catalyst of doing this show. I mean, without it, shit, I probably wouldn't even be here.
Boo.
Or I definitely wouldn't. I wouldn't be here, and obviously we probably be talking about doing a show instead of doing it.
That's right. Yeah.
So I'm happy to be here with you, man. I'm happy to do the show with you. You are indeed a true friend, and I appreciate you and love you, my friend.
Oh, I love you too, Shaq. Thanks, man. This is really brightened up. Because last year was rough.
Yeah.
For everybody, we know how it is. It was just constant panic, and this helped me get my mind off a lot of things. And yeah, it's just something I always wanted to do, man. I love podcasting, bro.
Yeah, same here.
And we had such a good thing going. I still love those guys. Shout out to Shane.
Yeah, I love them too.
Shane, Angie, J, G, everyone that ever helped out.
Yeah, everyone, man. You guys, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you too, because of y'all, this is not just a hobby for me. This is a passion.
Exactly. That's the best way I could put it. Holy shit.
So,
Shaggy with the way of words.
I mean, I have them, especially when the alcohol starts kicking in.
Hey.
That's pretty much. Speaking of alcohol, we are actually drinking. What is this? Actually, Jose, you made me buy all this shit. So what are we drinking?
We are drinking a little themed cocktail tonight called Godzilla's Atomic Breath because it's blue.
Yeah, it's blue. It's pretty much it's vodka Kool-Aid. It's pretty much what this is.
That's pretty much what it is.
It's vodka Kool-Aid.
I'm starting to drink it. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I've never had this before, and Jose's never had it either. We kind of just
we looked up a recipe, and we just
because I was gonna do one for King Kong, but obviously because of time constraints and money, we just decided not to. We wanted to go with this, and we just decided to do Godzilla drink. And this bitch, and I shit you not, I'll give you the recipe just in case if y'all want to make it at home. This is one cup. See, these are supposed to be shots, but we just turned them into drinks.
Yeah.
Half a cup of vodka, whatever vodka. Half a cup of blue cacao.
Yeah.
Corral.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Some blue stuff.
Yeah. Half a cup of that. A teaspoon of club soda and tablespoon of club soda and a tablespoon of lime juice.
There you go.
Stir over ice. Pour. You have an atomic breath, and actually it's supposed to be shots.
Yeah, it's supposed to be shots apparently.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like that amount makes about 6 shots.
Yeah, because we took a drink and we're like,
Yeah, we were like,
And then we realized,
we don't hate it.
Shots, right?
Yeah, Jose just pointed out to me and said, "Hey man, these are supposed to be shots." I was like, "Well, fuck it."
Right.
Well, obviously, people, tonight is the night that we are reviewing Godzilla vs. Kong, and thank you so much for you guys actually hanging out with us. Looking forward to this. This has actually been like a huge day coming. We obviously had bigger plans too, but due to time constraints and obviously the world ending in Texas in February,
yeah, that kind of
fucked us up. And not only that, the movie getting pushed back.
Push forward.
Push forward, yeah. Push forward.
We'd have been set had it stuck with May, but then shenanigans.
The shenanigans happened. So
which I have a theory why they moved it up to March. I'll tell you when we start the review.
Okay.
But yeah.
We legitimately, we were looking forward to this movie, and obviously, well, Shaggy, this movie is not even based in. This movie came out in 2021, not 2014.
Right.
The 80s, 70s. It doesn't make your criteria. What makes sense? Like, come on, guys.
We literally just explained everything last week and this week.
Yeah, this movie. If you weren't paying attention last week, then you come on. It's there. It's a reason why we're doing this.
This is a special movie for us.
This is a special occasion. It means a lot to both of us, so that's why we're covering it. Now, this is obviously going to be kind of like a one-time thing, but it may happen. Some other shit may happen again. We may do this kind of down the road.
That's right.
Special things.
Exactly.
But we don't want to overdo them.
No. Yeah, we like to stick the new reviews to the new review people.
Yeah, they can do their thing, and we'll do ours because they are way better at it than we are.
That's the truth.
So we're gonna get this started. So now, because I'm afraid that I will get drunk and I will forget. I'm going to cover this now. There's a couple of things it's not really housekeeping per se, but it's kind of like I want to make sure now. If you haven't seen this movie,
yes, that's right.
This is your spoiler warning.
We are going to go in.
Yes. You know how we do, and sometimes I forget to give y'all the spoiler warning, but now I am telling you, put this on pause. Go watch the movie. It's about an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah. It runs by pretty quick.
It runs quick. And just watch that and then come back and listen to us and just hear us babble on about it. But if you haven't seen the movie, but you want to continue, you're a brave soul.
The bravest of souls.
And if you have seen the movie and you're here, thank you for joining us. Obviously, thank you for joining us anyway. If you just want to spoil it for yourself, that's fine.
Yeah,
but this is now your spoiler warning.
That's right.
So, yeah, here we go.
Can I rip off Caesar? It'd be like, spoiler like a motherfucker.
Yeah, spoiler like a motherfucker.
He
does it way better. He does it way better. Shouts out to UC.
Shout out to them. Shout out to Shortbox.
Shout out to Shortbox and Straight Chillin'.
And Straight Chillin'. They're doing a review too. So
yeah.
So if you want to see professionals review,
yeah, if you want to hear professionals review that shit, you go listen to Straight Chillin'.
Yeah.
And a couple other guys are doing it too.
Yeah.
Obviously, I want to do a couple of shout outs here first. Actually, Jose, I think you have one.
I have one, yes.
And then I have one. I'm gonna do mine first.
Yeah, go for it. Too.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my man Chris, who is Crumbs Sabi on IG and Twitter. He has been a fan of the show, and he actually told me today. I'm gonna read the DM that he posted. Here, I gotta scroll up. He's like, hey man, I've been meaning to say I love the podcast, and if you ever need some beats, just to throw in, just let me know. I love your intro.
Hell yeah!
Shouts out to my man Pat for that. Thank you.
Yep.
Chris, we definitely appreciate you, and by appreciate you guys, man, my man Chris is a local Jacksonville DJ. Shout out to Duval, and he also does his own artwork, which you can go look at and purchase on Etsy.com/shop/crumbsart. That is spelled CRUMZART. You can also follow him on IG at crumbsart, which is CRUMZART. And buy his art because he does a lot of cool shit, man.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, and I really appreciate it. I've known that dude. How I known him is he was a customer of mine when I worked at GameStop.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's crazy because I've met so many friends through that job.
Yeah.
And that store I worked in is actually closed, so they closed it up and it's done. Which, to be honest with you, I'm really surprised that shit ain't closed years ago.
Wow. Okay.
But it's still it met its time. It closed as of early this year. But go ahead, Jose. Go ahead and say yours, man. I know you got one too.
But first, I have breaking news just for Shag. I'm just gonna. This is really inside baseball stuff.
Okay.
But I will show him and see if he sees it.
Oh shit! The Howling fucking cracked 50. Let's go! Fucking celebration, bro. We gotta fucking do it.
Here we go. We gotta
toast.
Yeah,
fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I just noticed that just now. I was looking at stats real quick. And,
for those who don't know, we have been one of our favorite movies that we've covered is The Howling.
That's right.
That movie, when we first started, only came out and would never. We've had other shows crack over 50. The Howling, for some reason, stayed at what, 46?
Yeah, it was at like 46 forever.
Yes, and that we recorded that back in what, October?
That was October. That was our Halloween.
Yeah, that was part of our Halloween month.
Yeah.
We recorded that in October. It is now fucking April.
Yeah.
And that thing cracked 50. This is a celebration beyond all belief.
Yes.
That is nice. That is dope. I did not expect that. I didn't think that shit would crack 50 before we crack another fucking 100 episode.
Right.
So, shout out to all 50 of you who have downloaded that episode and listened. And it's crazy because it's not a bad episode. Me and Jose have a theory. A lot of you guys listen to us, but y'all kind of also listen to the episodes of movies that y'all seen.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Right.
But at the same time, that's one of the ones that, like, even our worst one, even to me, I think our worst episode was Blade, just because the audio. I hate the audio issues.
Yeah.
That shit is over 100, so it's kind of like Howling can't ever crack this. Like, it'll never see the light of day, and now it did. I'm actually a proud papa. Thank y'all so much for that.
There you go. Yep, so happy. But yeah, it's time for housekeeping. Shaggy Black.
Yo,
we have a new review on
shit.
iTunes. There you go.
There we go. Let's listen.
Let's go. 5-star review, baby.
Okay.
From Katrina.
Yes, ma'am.
That's literally how her name's
Katrina. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
It's titled "These Dudes." 5 stars.
Okay.
I'm at work listening, and I can't stop giggling to myself. It's like being on my homie's couch discussing movies. Wish I could drink with them. Jose's random facts and noises keeps me laughing along with Shaggy's impressions. Yeah. It's nice to think about old movies and put new ones on my watch list. Keep it up, guys. I wanted to say something dirty, but I know these are read on air, so I'll keep it clean. For now.
Nice. Katrina,
It's,
we appreciate
face.
you.
I don't know what that emoji is. What is that emoji?
That emoji is, I want to say almost angelic, but without the angel. But it's kind of like, I don't know. But
emoji. But thank you very much, Katrina.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Thank you for that, and we appreciate the review. And we also do this. We do this for people just like you,
just for you. And that makes me feel so wonderful.
Who want to remember these older movies and kind of want to sit back and chill out and say, "Yo, did this movie actually slap? When does it slap now, or did it just slap back then? And was I just a fucking idiot? Because Lord knows, Double Dragon proved that fucking point.
Oh my God!
Holy shit! Anyway, this is a happy day. We don't want to talk about that.
Yes, a happy day.
So we're gonna dive. So, like I said, you've already been warned.
You have been
We've
warned.
done our 2 shout-outs. Jose, the moment has come. The time has come. Let's fucking get into it. So from here on out, people, spoilerific. We're gonna tackle it. Here we go.
How come Kong don't got a theme song, bro?
I mean, he does, but like it's all old, and it's kind of like, how would you remix it?
I guess
it's definitely, because if you go back and you like, they even made a theme song for Kong in like Skull Island.
Yeah.
That was kind of almost like a remix of like his theme.
Oh, okay.
Of the original 1933 movie.
He got a disco song.
Ew.
I think it's okay.
Shouts out to Q because he likes disco.
Shout out to Q anyway. Q, you a cool dude.
Q's my guy.
Yeah.
Q's my guy. But like I said, Jose, obviously, let's Godzilla versus Kong, man.
Let's do this.
What did you think?
I loved it.
I did too.
You know, you gotta take my word with a grain of salt because I'm biased. So I try to push my bias aside.
You know, I did too. You know, we both are like big Godzilla fans.
Yeah.
You a little bit more than I am.
Right.
I do like King Kong.
Yeah.
I really like King Kong.
Yeah, no, I like King Kong too. I've watched
me too. Like,
yes, I have watched most of King Kong movies.
I haven't seen. Now, there's a history of King Kong movies. I didn't watch those.
Right.
But I did watch the original. I did see Peter Jackson's.
Like, I actually grew up on fucking the 70s King Kong, bro.
Yeah.
With Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges. But yeah.
The dude chilling with Kong. No, I can't do it, Jeff Bridges. Damn it.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
You know, that big ape up there, man. It's just, he's wrecking shit, man. We got to figure it out.
There you go.
Yeah, like, that's my fucking horrible dude impression. But, I like this movie.
No, it was good.
It was a good movie. It was a fun time. But I'm gonna be 100% honest. I was not biased either. You can take my shit with a grain of salt because I do love the Kong. I do love the Kong movies, and I really love the Godzilla movies. Me being Team Kong here, for reasons, but I don't. If I had to compare all of the movies, from Godzilla 2014. King of the Monsters, Kong Skull Island, and then Godzilla vs. Kong. I think in the order of what I like these movies, I think number 1 for me is still Kong Skull Island.
Okay, yeah.
This is number 2. Mm-hmm. King of the Monsters is number 3.
Yeah.
And then Godzilla 2014 is number 4.
Yeah.
I've been battling putting King of the Monsters back at 2, but I think I like this one a little bit more than I like King of the Monsters.
Yeah.
Only because there's like more of the fights in this one.
Yes.
The fights in this one's probably the best I've seen.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Absolutely, easily. Yeah, I think so. Easily.
100%. Out of all the movies. But like when it comes to as a movie as a whole,
Yeah.
Skull Island was better.
Okay.
Just as a complete movie.
Yeah, I think Skull Island probably does have the best characters out of every.
Yeah.
Best characters and best, I guess, overall like cohesive story.
Yeah.
Because the stories in this movie and King of the Monsters go bananas.
Yeah.
Especially this movie. This
Yeah.
movie officially stopped caring.
Oh
Like,
yeah, no, it just said fuck it. He's like, look, it's like he like the director knew. He's
it's like, look, giant monkey, giant lizard. That's all you need to know.
That's all you. That's all we're getting. That's all we're gonna do. Like I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm just I definitely understand why they did it. But like just it didn't feel right because I guess the human element was there.
Yeah.
But like with the other two previous Godzilla movies, the human element was there too much.
Right, yeah.
They calmed it down in King of the Monsters, but then they just kind of learned from that and was like, yeah.
Let's do it even more now.
Yeah, let's kind of let's
filter the people more.
Yeah, let's filter more and then when this movie dropped, they just say fuck it.
Yeah.
It's definitely the back plot.
Right. They're literally there to progress the story.
Yeah, to help progress the story. Like these are your two that we're gonna care about and that's it. I guess I will say this, if I nitpick, and I told you this earlier, I don't think this felt more like a Kong movie.
Oh, absolutely. It's 100% Kong's movie.
Yeah, it's like a Kong movie, but Godzilla has top billing, and you only see Godzilla so many times.
Yeah. This is easily Kong's story, and we'll get to it later. He's the hero of the story.
Yeah,
let's put it like that.
He's pretty much that. Like it's kind of like focused on him, and I'm like, well, damn, where's Godzilla? I need more. I needed more. Like I need more cowbell. I need more Godzilla. That's exactly what I needed to do, and that's how I felt. But at the same time, I really enjoyed the movie. It was one of those movies I could just cut my mind off, and just enjoy the fights.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this movie is actually beautiful.
Yes.
This movie is beautiful. Out of all of the 4 movies, this one's probably the best looking to me.
Yeah, no, absolutely, it is.
100%. I definitely fuck with it. Trying to think of what else. Like I think outside of the little nitpicks there, yeah, I do highly suggest you watch this movie.
Yes.
Especially if you liked any of the other Godzilla movies and or on Skull Island, give this movie a chance. This is a perfect popcorn flick.
Exactly. This is the definition of a popcorn movie.
Yeah, this is what that is.
It's not really insulting because it's not like I don't think it is unless you're super nitpicky. This movie is not insulting at all. No. It's just you're there to have fun.
Yeah, this is about the best you're probably gonna get when it comes to like a Godzilla kaiju movie.
Yeah,
like people say Pacific Rim, but I'm like that. Yeah, it's like it felt bigger. Yeah, and the human stuff was there. But like I said, this one, if you want to see just monsters beat the shit out of each other, this is it. Speaking of monsters, I guess we got to get this out of the way now. Obviously, the movie's called Godzilla vs. Kong for a reason.
Yes, it is.
And, go ahead and tell them who won.
Hey, Shag.
Yeah.
Godzilla won.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want me to say it again? Godzilla won?
He did.
He won.
But did he, though?
Yes.
Did he, though?
He always wins in our hearts.
Did he, though?
Well, technically, Kong won in our hearts.
It's really...
Let's say it like that. Because Kong... Even my girl, dog, when we watched this movie, she was like... When the moment happened, because I guess we're in spoilers now.
We're in spoilers territory. We already gave him the warning. It's too late now.
When Godzilla wins, she was like, I'm not going to lie, I grew a soft spot for Kong, which is what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
He's the one, you're emotionally attached to. He's the closest thing to, like, the hero we have.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you kind of do. And it's like, she's like, damn, I kind of grew a soft spot for Kong.
Me, personally, when this fight started to happen, and now that I think about it, if we're going to go with this, the shit's 1-1.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Kong won in the original, Godzilla won in the fucking, I ain't going to say remake.
Kind of. Well, there was a lot of homages.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that.
Yeah,
we're gonna get into that. So it's just like so much shit that from that old movie that made it into this one, good and fucking bad.
Yeah.
That I was surprised to see that. Now that you bring that up, but when this fight came around, Yeah, of course. Everybody knows I'm a Team Kong guy. I was sitting there, and there were rumors and shit going around saying this might be Godzilla's last hurrah, at least for America, because of the licensing. But then doing some reviewing and some look into insights, Legendary is technically in that Sony/Fox role with Marvel.
Yeah.
Meaning that they have to keep pumping these out.
Oh.
Or they will lose the contract.
Okay, I see.
So they can't go a certain amount of days. They can't go a certain amount of years without having one of these movies out.
Okay.
So they keep the licensing.
Oh.
So I understand why they kept it and ended it the way they did.
Yeah.
But like kind of is like, yo, somebody else can take the story and do it from somewhere else from here. Did I expect Kong to win? I mean, like after watching the original again, no. I was like, nah, because at this same time, either you're gonna do the story that's in this original movie, or you're gonna give Godzilla the winner. And that was fine. And then Jose, you said that you didn't like how Godzilla won.
Yeah, because when I first started, I was like, they are going to fight. And it's going to be like a big fight. They are going to throw down. And they do. Don't get me wrong.
No, they throw hands.
Yeah.
They throw hands. It's great.
But we'll get into it later. Yeah, Godzilla just essentially taps Kong out. Kong quits. He realizes, fuck, I can't win. I give up. I concede.
Yeah, fuck it. Whatever, man.
You are the tribal chief.
You are the tribal chief.
You are the head of the table.
It's like he fucking did some Jey Uso shit.
Yeah.
So you the head of the table. Hey man, stop.
Because I told you I would have preferred, him like be defiant and like fuck you, Godzilla. And Godzilla like, well, I bet, and then just like knock him out.
Knocks his ass out.
Or,
not kill him, but just knock him out because he's like, look, you ain't. Obviously not that threatening.
Although, but the more I watch it, the more I get it. He shows him respect. Yeah. That's what it was. It's like
he's like, you're formidable.
It's like, you did good, kid.
Like
and he walks off.
See, and another thing, and I was telling Jose, I was telling Jose during this, I was saying, hey, people, like when we look at this fight, now you look at it, Kong has been in captivity damn near like for what? It was like 1970 all the way to like the
like Vietnam just ended.
Yeah, so 1970 like 50, 30, 50 years?
Yeah.
Up in between that time, he's been like God knows how long. I'm gonna say 30. He's been around for a while, but like let's say it's like just 30. They just found him and kept him in captivity, or like because certain events happen, and they fucking keep him down. And you're now just realizing you didn't have your headphones on. Jesus, I like how you just looked at it and just realized that you didn't have your headphones on.
It's like, oops,
like whoops, my bad. While Jose's fumbling around with that, the one thing in Kong was in fights as a youth when he was a baby, but when you think about it, he didn't fight anybody as strong as Godzilla.
No, not really.
So he had to just fight this man just off of and then just think about it, you just met a motherfucker that you're about to fight, and how he met him. It was already OP, so he's kind of like he's fighting him on his terms.
It's like, hey, I can't swim. Oh shit! Well, I can swim, but I can't.
Nah, what was the meme? What was the fucking meme?
There was this meme. Shaq started laughing in the theater because he fucking remembered the meme. Fucking it's a meme. It's that meme I talked about last week. Was a gorilla standing around a bunch of people. It looks like he's talking to him.
Yeah,
and he was like, "So I'm on a boat trying to go home, and this motherfucker comes and try to drown me."
I was fucking trying so hard not to yell because like as soon as he got on the boat, as soon as they put that motherfucker on the boat and they was on the water, I just fucking just looked and I'm just cackling. I had to put my hand over my mouth to try not to fucking like just fucking laugh because I'm in this bitch remembering that Tuesday he's like, hey. Say, man, I was just minding my business trying to go home, and next thing I know, this motherfucker tries to drown me.
Yeah, that's really what happened too.
That's legit what happened. Kong was minding his whole business, and Godzilla was not about that shit.
Fucking shout out to Shane. I just remember he posted a meme too. I was gonna post. It was almost the same thing. It's like, here's Kong just minding his business. I can't wait to get to my new home. Yeah. Godzilla in the ocean. Oh, you said I'm a bitch?
Like, what? What'd you call? I was like, what'd you call my mama? Like, bro, I don't even know you, fam.
You're like, I don't know you. Why are you trying to fight me?
Godzilla. One thing I will say in this movie that I really, after watching it several times, I was like, how many times have you seen this now?
This is probably my third.
This is my third.
Yeah.
Okay, this is our third because I've watched it. I had it on like the second time I had it on in the background. Wasn't really first time.
Right.
This is like the second time I actually paid attention, but I had it on.
I was gonna say fourth, but fourth don't count because I got my mom and sister were watching it.
Okay.
And it was already at the end. It was like the final fight was about to start.
Okay.
So I'm like, this don't count, but I will watch this fight again.
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey.
Yeah.
So damn. So wait, if you don't count that, I don't think I should count it just because I had it on as background noise.
Yeah, but you had the whole movie. I
had the whole movie, but I'm not gonna sit there and say
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit there and say I paid attention.
Oh, okay. Well,
So I was like, okay, 2 to my 3.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. I after watching this again and watching it a couple of times, the few times that I did, they really had Godzilla as a force of nature.
Yeah.
Like just legitimately, like there's earthquakes, there's hurricanes, there's tornadoes. And then there's Godzilla.
Yes.
Like, he is a natural fucking...
Yes.
They treated that motherfucker like that, and I respect that.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's a savior, kind of like an anti-hero type of thing, like he's always... Like, almost like he's been for the last decade, like, few decades.
Yeah.
But it's more so on the lines of kind of like, okay, like, it was just cool to see... Even though I needed more. Every time he was on screen, I needed more. But it was kind of like he just showed up, fucked shit up, and just left.
Yeah.
That was his deal. Kong was definitely more of he's the hero of the story, just like you were saying, because you needed something kind of cheer for.
Yeah.
And while you could cheer for Godzilla, Kong's gonna be like the next thing to the human that you're gonna have.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's really your human element.
Yeah.
And with him being in captivity for X amount of years, and then for him to kind of grow in size, he's still kind of a kid. He's not used to fighting these bigger monsters,
Right.
and shit, man. He's used to fighting like smaller ones or like giant squids or shit like that. And then he fights Godzilla, and he holds his own.
Yeah.
Even during times of strife, but you know, it still shows that he's green. Like, you're green, kid, as they would have said in wrestling.
Right.
Shouts out to any of our fans out there that actually watch wrestling. And shouts out to the ones who are wrestlers listening to this. I am so sorry if I said something out of line. I apologize. Please don't whoop my ass.
You could whoop his ass. He deserves at least one.
Nah, dog, don't do it. I'm too pretty, bro. Relax.
That Malcolm Jamal Warner face.
Fuck you, Jose.
Dunked again, bro.
Dog,
you set me up for it, and I'm like,
fuck you, bro. Anyway, would you recommend seeing this?
absolutely.
Yeah, same
yes,
here.
it's on HBO Max. Watch it.
It is HBO Max. It is on there until what?
It's
April
on there.
30th?
Yeah. For you U.S. viewers, overseas people, I know it's on premium, like
Yeah.
video on demand, that
Yeah.
type of stuff. And if you have a VPN blocker, get
Yeah.
HBO Max and watch
Get
it.
HBO Max and
you
just switch your shit over to Cleveland.
Or if you're fully vacued, or your theater has good precautions, go watch
Yeah.
this in the theater.
Yeah, go watch this. It did hit different when we were in theater. I do wish that it was kind of louder. I'm not saying that it was definitely in the theater, but like I need that bitch in Dolby. I needed that shit.
Yeah, we
to
need
kind
to
of
see
like,
that. I kind of want to go see it in that Dolby cinema now.
Yeah,
I just gotta see what it's about.
Yeah, just kind of see the sound difference because when I heard Godzilla yell, like do his screonk, and then like fucking King Kong beat his chest, I need to hear that shit. I need the bass bumping in my shit, bro.
That's right.
All right. Well, we're gonna get it. It's like we'll dive into it. But one other thing that I want to touch up on before we jump in, and I know we're going to start this, and this movie's not long.
No, we're about to fly through these.
Like we're gonna fly through this, kind of like our other one, but at least probably a little bit more professional because we're actually not drunk, and I'm actually kind of sad.
I know, right?
This did not hit as well, but I mean, we
No.
could drink vodka straight up. Maybe if I do like a cup of vodka.
Maybe if you pour pineapples and leave it there for fucking 2 weeks.
Jesus Christ, no, don't do that. We're not. No,
Remember this,
dude?
What did we review for that?
I don't fucking remember, and I don't want to remember. I think I can't. I gotta go back.
Was
and
that our
listen.
Halloween episode?
Was it the Halloween episode? It might have been.
It might have been
Because we were fucked up.
because we had that. We had that strong ass beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might have been it.
Oof.
Because I know we were like,
Yeah, we were fucked.
we were on the moon, bro.
Yes,
We were
sir. We was just like looking up at the lights, bro. It was awful. But okay, before we dive in, Jose, remember when I said they should be paying attention
See,
to last week's episode?
that's right.
There's a reason for this. So, in honor of this being made, of Godzilla versus Kong, and what it means to our friendship and everything else, we've actually had a commission made by a friend of the show, Average Joe Art.
Average Joe.
We have a fight poster
We do.
dedicating to this movie and the show.
That's right.
And we want to give out 5 free posters
Cinco.
to the first people that can answer this trivia question.
Okay, there you go. Answer.
And this question, I've made sure I was going to stay sober enough to fucking remember how to ask it nicely, or correctly.
Right.
The trivia question is this: in King Kong versus Godzilla, how did King Kong get the strength to beat Godzilla?
Yeah, there you go.
How? Bonus points if you can explain the entire thing instead of just naming it.
Yeah.
So the first 5 people that connect with us, you can reach out to us
On Instagram?
on Instagram. You can hit us up via DM at cinema_villains.
Yeah.
You can also email us. I will be checking email. cinemavillainspodcast@gmail.com. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take it back. Just email us. Don't hit us up on IG. It's not going to count.
Okay.
Don't DM us on IG. It's not going to count. If you email us at cinemavillainspodcast@gmail.com with the answer.
Cinema Villains Gmail. Cinema Villains Podcast
Yes.
at gmail.com.
Yeah. If you hit us up with that answer, we'll get we obviously you will be entered in that. First 5 people get that poster.
There you go.
And
When the
that's
poster's
it.
ready, we'll show you.
Yeah, when the poster's almost done. Joe is wrapping it up.
Yeah.
You may have, if you follow him on IG, you may have already seen leaks. If you followed me on IG, I damn sure leaked that shit.
That's
Jose's seen it, and he already thinks it's dope. He didn't even see himself yet.
I haven't seen
So-
my terrible mug.
Bro, he's gonna make you look good, dog.
Did he give me the JoJo pose?
If he gave you the JoJo pose, that's even gonna be worse.
Did
I'm
he
gonna
give me the Jotaro? The point. Let Godzilla be my stand. Stando Godzilla, because it works. Because
I mean-
stands are named after music.
Yeah,
So there's a song called Godzilla
I
Blue
know.
Oyster Cult. Let's fucking go. Oh my God, Godzilla's my stand.
he's fucking. Look, this motherfucker just needs to.
Dog, he's a quirk in My Hero Academia. I am so fucking
He
mad.
is.
That movie, he's like quirk. Oh, Godzilla. He can turn into Godzilla. I'm like, fuck you, dude.
Fuck you, bro.
I've never been so jealous. Motherfucker had a Hokage jacket.
Oh,
See,
man.
he is in the
Wait, which movie was this?
the first My Hero movie.
Okay, I didn't see that one.
Oh, you didn't see that one?
I don't think I did. I seen the one.
Oh wow, yeah, no,
I don't think I seen the first one. No. I did.
Yeah.
I did. When they were on the fucking
that island.
the island.
Yeah,
Okay. Wait, the island
no,
or the ship?
like that theme park thing.
Yeah, because I was gonna say there was kind of like a ship type
Yeah,
of deal.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, no, I seen that one.
Yeah.
I don't remember it vividly because
Yeah.
I remember the second one
Yeah,
a lot
right,
more
yeah.
because that one.
That one slapped.
Yeah, that one slapped hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to the movie. I'm going to tackle. Now, Jose, this movie had 2 villains.
2 villains,
Technically, let's be real here. There's only one true villain,
but yeah, there's
but there's technically 2 villains. First villain is Apex Technologies.
Yes, Apex Cybernetics.
Cybernetics, thank
Yeah.
you. Apex Cybernetics.
Apex Legends.
Ooh, God damn it.
Shout out
You
to
really
Pat.
couldn't.
Pat loves to play that game, man. I wish I was good at it. I'll try to
I'm
play
fucking trash at that shit, bro. I can't
I am mediocre, as
Morton
Morton Joe
do
would
it.
say.
I can't fucking do it. Like,
My
I'm
brother was
tra-
on that shit like 24/7.
Dude, I
He
can't,
is,
bro. I am big trash in that. Big oof in that motherfucker, man. I try.
Yeah.
But Apex Cybernetics built,
And here's a big spoiler.
like I said, at this point, no, you
Yeah.
don't even have to keep saying spoiler,
Yeah.
Jose. We've already warned them
That's right.
fucking 3 times already.
That's right.
The villain in this makes an appearance. The one, the only, Mechagodzilla.
That's right.
When me and Jose first saw pictures of Mechagodzilla, we wanted to fuck. We were like, ew.
Yeah, like because we saw the toy leak.
Yeah. We saw the toy leak and we were kind of like, I hate
that. Doesn't look good.
like
yeah.
thanks, I hate it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, then we see the trailer. Obviously, is in it, so we're kind of like, okay, whatever, man. Let's just do this.
Yeah, because if you pay attention, the trailer they released, the very first one, they fucking you see him for a split second.
It's one of those if you blink you miss it type of deals.
Exactly.
But if you also were a fan of Godzilla, you knew that this shit was coming.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna do Godzilla versus Kong, you're not gonna fuck around and just like it's gonna be one of those Batman Superman things. They're gonna fucking have their Martha moment.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna fight somebody else. And who better to fight? Because you've already kind of, I ain't gonna say wasted. You kind of already fucking got Ghidorah out of here already. Yeah. And there's no other real big fucking villain that you could fucking fight at that point, other than Mechagodzilla.
Mm-hmm.
So you bring Mechagodzilla in, and the easiest way I can explain Mechagodzilla in this movie is if he was Cyber Akuma, M. Bison, and Brock Lesnar combined in a fucking giant robot.
Motherfucker, yes.
Holy God. When I saw him make the screen, and I want to touch up on more when we get to that scene, but like, I was not expecting this. Not saying I wasn't expecting to be in the movie, because I definitely already knew this, but what I wasn't expecting is how he came out, because good Lord, they did a good job.
Yes.
Holy shit. The design in motion, fantastic. It didn't look shitty.
No, it didn't.
That was just a bad toy. And I have seen Mechagodzilla in every other movie that he's been in. I've played him in video games. I've done everything else. I've never seen this motherfucker whoop so much ass.
Right.
Ever in my life. My almost 35 years of life, I've never seen that shit.
Yes, because he came out with a mission.
My fucking God. Threat level and fucking motive are all there. So, whew. So, I got pulling up Villains Wiki right now. Honestly, the Mechagodzilla, so Villains Wiki does not have the new Mechagodzilla in this as of now. But for those who don't really follow Godzilla like that, I'm going to let Jose kind of take a little elaboration, the kaiju excerpt, at least explain who and what Mechagodzilla is.
Right.
And then we'll kind of, when we start our movie review, we'll explain a little bit more. But go ahead, Jose.
Right, yeah. So Mechagodzilla is a villain of Godzilla, introduced in 1974. He was a robot, basically a robot Godzilla. Mm-hmm. Simple as that. Built by some aliens to kill Godzilla so they could take over the world. Mm-hmm. Typical alien shit, and that was his first incarnation. There's been 3 incarnations of Mechagodzilla. Well, 4 now.
Yeah, 4.
But the second one was like a robot they built with future tech in the 90s. In the 90s Godzilla movies.
Yeah.
And that Godzilla was technically a good guy because he was a weapon to try to deter.
Yeah.
And then you had the third iteration of Mechagodzilla, which has a name, which is Kiryu. And that Godzilla is not a villain either. Mm-hmm. That was built to stop Godzilla. However, that Godzilla is interesting. That Mechagodzilla is interesting because that one is built with the bones of the original Godzilla.
Yeah, you know what? I always thought that was the second Godzilla, Mechagodzilla, but it's the third.
Yeah, it's the third. And because of that, it somehow has, and this is something that's going to come up later, it has, I guess, memory of what it used to be.
Yeah.
So like when it sees Godzilla, it goes crazy, and it's like, no, I used to be Godzilla. What the hell?
Yeah, what is this?
And it just goes berserk and just starts wrecking shit.
Becomes sentient and starts fucking shit up. Mm-hmm. There is a Villains Wiki page, but not just, like I said, it doesn't cover that, but like obviously it's Mechagodzilla. The aliases are Mechagodzilla, the Bionic Monster.
Yeah, the Bionic Monster.
The Cosmic Monster.
Yeah.
Mechagodzilla 2. Original origin is from Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla.
Yeah.
Occupation, weapons of the simians, and weapon of the Cryog. Powers and skills, super strength, and built-in weapons.
Yep.
Obviously, the hobbies and goals were fighting and destroying Godzilla.
Yeah.
Claim Earth for the simians and claim Earth for the Cryog. Its crimes... destruction, terrorism, incrimination, and attempted murder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the type of villain it is a robotic doppelganger. So, Jose, it's time. Go ahead and hit those lovely people grab your phone, my friend, and get your notes, because it is time to hit these people with the lovely ass synapses.
Synopsis for Godzilla versus Kong 2021.
Juan.
The epic next chapter in the cinematic monsterverse pits two of the greatest icons in the motion picture history against one another. The fearsome Godzilla and the mighty Kong, with humanity caught in the balance. Well, there you go.
Godzilla versus Kong. I'm sorry.
I know, right? I was like, Shaq?
I fucking had that drink and it kind of like, oof. It does not have a great aftertaste. Godzilla vs. Kong, directed by Adam Wingard, 2021, is a sci-fi action movie starring the human cast, obviously, which has like a bunch of people that you may not know their names, but you know their faces if you see them.
Yeah.
Millie Bobby Brown is Madison Russell. Makes her second appearance as Madison Russell from King of the Monsters. Alexander Skarsgård as Dr. Nathan Lynn. Julian Dennison as Josh Valentine, and Julian Dennison was the kid in Deadpool 2.
Yes.
Rebecca Hall is Eileen Andrews. Eliza Gonzalez is Maya Simmons. Kyle Chandler reprises his role as Mark Russell. My personal favorite, Brian Tyree Paperboy Henry.
There you go.
Is Bernie Hayes. Demian Bichar is Walter Simmons, the head runner of Apex.
Cybernetics.
Thank you, because I definitely was about to say fucking
Apex Legends.
No, man. I was about to say something else, but Shin Oguri is Ren Serizawa, which is the son
of Ken Watanabe's character.
Yeah, Ken Watanabe's character, which is Dr. Serizawa.
Yeah, we'll get into that because
Yeah. No fucking way. Dr. Zhang Ziyi reprised her role as Dr. Eileen Shin?
No.
Thank you.
She had to see it got deleted.
Oh, okay, it was cut. Because that explains, looking at fucking Lance Reddick, too.
No, Lance Reddick was in it.
Okay.
You blinked, you missed him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was like, no, he's not in this.
Yes, he is. I was like, what? Lance Reddick? Hey, guy. And then, he's gone. Like, oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of faces that I'm kind of looking at. Like, there's no fucking way. But there's a lot. There's and that's pretty much it. Danai Gurara, or old girl from.
No, she wasn't even in it. She was in talks. She wasn't even cast. She was going to be in it.
She was going to be. I don't know what the hell.
Did you name the little deaf girl?
No, I gotta find her. She's not even.
Kaylee Hoddle.
Yeah, I don't even see her on.
That's Gia. Yeah, I don't know. What are you looking at on Google?
Yeah, I went on Google. That's where I always
weird.
go.
Yeah, huh.
She's not on there. Wow. Wait, who the fuck is Mean Girl? This is weird. Okay, that's super weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the cast of that movie. There's no, obviously it just came out, so there's no budget and there's no and how much it made in the box office. It's kind of one of those weird movies that won't really kind of have a box office because it's streaming as much.
Right.
It'll get box office numbers, but it's not gonna be as strong. I think they're gonna look at streaming.
Yeah.
Subscriptions and everything else.
But they're predicting it's gonna make about 30 to 40 million.
That makes sense.
It's going to be the best movie of this pandemic.
That's kind of that makes sense. That makes sense because right now it's actually at a Rotten Tomato score of 76.
Okay.
Critics and I think 86 for what was it? Critics and help.
Yeah, 76 critics, 94 for the audience.
There we go, 94. When it first came out, it was 86. It was 70. It was 76, 86.
Yeah.
But now it's 94. That's dope.
Everyone loves this movie. Yeah, I guess an A on Cinema Score.
Some people I've seen don't really care for it.
Yeah, I know. I've seen. Yeah.
I've seen. I'm like, how, man? It's not. I mean, was it not? I mean, we kind of got what we needed out of this.
Right.
But,
yeah.
I mean, okay. I mean, if you don't like it, that's cool. It's whatever. But I'm just kind of like, huh? Just okay. What did you expect? But anyway, we can actually start talking about this movie now.
Let's go.
So we start the movie pretty much
somewhere on Skull Island.
Yeah, somewhere on Skull Island. We see Kong in his mighty apeness.
Yeah, he wakes up, yawns.
Does
looking like me in the
pretty
morning.
much morning, scratching his ass.
Yeah, looking like me, scratching my ass, waking up in the morning like.
Fucking. He gets up and he just starts moving. Does his daily routine. And then there's the little girl.
Gia.
Thank you, because Gia, because I could not with her names not being here,
weird,
I can't fucking find it. So please keep me in
I
check.
want to say she's from here in Austin.
Really?
Yeah, well, I know she went to school because there's a deaf school, a big deaf school here,
Okay.
Texas School for Deaf,
Okay.
and she's from there. She went to school there, so I don't know if she's from here or she just went to school here.
And since I am not as fucked up as I thought I was gonna be, let's see. Katrina would fucking kill me if I didn't mention that they use sign language and it's not talking. So there was a point of the movie that I'll point out.
Okay, yeah.
Just so we can keep that point. So, but anyway, Gia comes up and she meets up with Kong.
She's like, "Hey, Kong, I made a little doll."
Yeah, she makes a doll and shows Kong, and Kong kind of looks down at her. You know, they're cool. It's kind of like a human gorilla relationship.
Yeah.
Kong looks down and kind of like acknowledges her, but then takes a tree, like with his bare hands, take the fucking leaves and branches off of that bitch, and he chucks it right into what you think is the sun.
Yeah.
But you realize it's a dome.
Yeah, he's in some type of weird
He's in the
biodome.
He's in like the villain's dome right now.
Yeah,
He's fucking mad as fuck. He's like, why the fuck am I here?
Because I don't know these fools.
Like, I don't know these motherfuckers. Who's that fat motherfucker over there and that black motherfucker right over there? Tell that black motherfucker to close his eyes. I can't see shit. He fucking throws that, like, he throws this fucking shit up and it goes out, and then obviously it pans out, and that's where you see Skull Island in, like, being fucked up.
Yeah, it's flooded. So, because
Like-
if you remember from the original Skull Island,
Yeah.
it's surrounded by a storm.
Yeah.
So that's why most people can't get to it. But apparently that storm has now just overtook all of Skull
Yeah,
Island.
and destroyed Skull Island.
Yeah.
People who, and the reason how they got, I wish they would explain how they got there to build that shit.
This is why I feel like we should have had one more Kong movie. before
Yeah,
Godzilla
like
versus
at
Kong.
least kind of like a comic book or something kind of like explaining.
Yeah, I think
how
we are getting I think there is a comic, a prequel.
They need kind of something to kind of explain.
Because I know
how
each Godzilla and I think Kong are both getting like prequel comics. to
they
this.
should, man, because it's kind of like weird. It's like how did you? First off, how did y'all capture him? I know y'all knew he existed. But, like, how did y'all capture him? And if y'all captured him beforehand, how was this not really explained in King of the Monsters? Well, I take that back. Now it makes more sense on people like, well, why Kong didn't fucking come out for Skunk Island? It's like, well, because he couldn't fucking leave.
Right, yeah. He probably didn't hear Ghidorah's roar.
Yeah, he couldn't fucking leave because he was in a goddamn bubble.
And plus, he wouldn't have anyway. He'd been like, man, fuck you, dragon. And then,
He might have.
yeah.
He might have just shown up to fight, but then he probably would have gotten, I'm not going to lie, he's not used to fighting motherfuckers like that, so he definitely would have caught an L.
Yeah, a big flying lightning shooting. Yeah, no.
I think he would have killed Rodan, though. I think he would have fucking...
If he'd have caught Rodan, that's
Rodan would have fucking caught that biggest L.
Yeah, Rodan was the Starscream of the last movie. He was just consistently getting whooped.
Yeah, he was getting whooped and trying to be somebody. Like, look, Rodan would have got his ass whooped.
Yeah.
Kong, be real, Kong was whooping Rodan's ass. Rodan would have fucking tried to smack this motherfucker with the lava, and Kong would be like, you know what, motherfucker, just break his neck, done.
Right.
Ghidorah? Nah, I think Ghidorah would have probably got Kong out of here. Like,
Yeah.
No problem. But anyway, so, like, that's where you pan out, and that's where you see Kong. And then we also we get shipped over. We started hearing Brian Tyree Henry's character.
Yeah. Well, we get a cool intro scene. This is what I was going to tell you.
Okay.
Do you think they moved this movie up to March? Because in the opening credits, there's this weird bracket system for March Madness.
Really?
Well,
yeah,
it
they
was,
did.
It was showing like Godzilla, he's defeated. So.
Yeah,
And
they
it goes,
meet
Kong, he's defeated.
So there. Yeah. And I'm like looking at like
and then
Godzilla
finally gets to the end where it's like Godzilla
versus Kong.
Yeah.
Yo, it's funny that you say that now because I'm like, oh shit, they did kind of do like a March Madness like sweet,
like hey man,
Elite Eight up until the Final Four,
Yeah.
and now we're in the championship.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of like Godzilla was fucking up the big heavy hitter name schools, and then like Kong kind of just cakewalked.
Hey, I killed the skull crawler, this giant skull crawler.
Yeah, I fucking ate a squid, guys. Yeah. Like in the 70s, like, but it's
weird, yeah.
it was fucking weird. But we get the opening, we get our title card, but then we also like we fast forward to we see Brian Tyree Henry's character, Bernie,
yeah, that's right.
who is a podcaster.
Yeah, conspiracy theorist podcaster.
Conspiracy theorist podcaster. And this is why I wouldn't do no shit like that because like I'm not gonna lie, Jose. Did that shit affect you a little bit when he found out he was a podcaster? I
Yeah.
was like, oh man. It's like I was like, at least I'm not a nut. Like, what a weirdo.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Exactly.
everybody download my podcast. You
Exactly.
know. But like,
Know the truth, bro.
yeah, exactly. This guy, fucking, he's pretty much a conspiracy theorist, and he's like the place where he works is Atlas.
Apex.
Thank you.
Cybernetics. Yeah.
Where the fuck did I get Atlas from?
No. I was like, Atlas.
Atlas. God damn it, bro. Anyway, a building with an A on it. But
Yeah.
he's at Apex, and I still can't think of the fucking Cybernetics. Thank
Cybernetics,
you.
okay, I'm
Fucking
like,
thanks,
God
bro.
damn.
Yeah, you might. You might.
He works for Cyberdyne. I'm waiting for you. He works for Skynet.
Skynet. Yeah, fucker. I was like, bro,
I was like,
Shag,
what?
Shag, are you sure you're not drunk? Because like right now, it's not helping you.
Right. No. But yeah, he works there, and he's all like, "Oh, they're doing something bad here, man. I'm going to expose them today."
Yeah, and he's like, he's like that guy that you kind of like, you don't want to believe. He's like that guy. How like if you know what, this is kind of the take back saying, "Hey, global warming real." He's like, no, it isn't. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
and then it's
exactly.
actually real, and kind of like, well, I wish I'd have fucking believed him.
Right. Yeah.
But anyway, he gets into Apex, and he's swimming around. I think he works for engineering.
He goes into like another department.
Goes into one of the other departments, and they're kind of like, "What are you doing here?" And then he kind of
starts annoying some guy because he knows if he annoys him, he can get him to get the fuck out
get
of
the
there.
fuck out of there.
Okay, so I have a theory about that guy.
Go ahead.
He's just some little dude with glasses. Nothing important, right? Just not an important character at all.
Yeah.
I was watching the Angry Video Game Nerds review of this movie.
Okay.
And he liked it, by the way. But
Okay.
he goes, "Yeah, man, I'm good friends with Adam Wingard. I was offered a cameo in this movie, but I couldn't do it due to scheduling, and I think his daughter was going to be born around that time. I am 100% certain that's who he was going to be.
Yeah.
Because I could just see him being just annoyed,
Yeah.
like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you're not supposed to be here.
Like what? Like, dude, you get out of here, man. It's like I gotta go take a piss.
Yeah, just like what?
He was like,
That's why I was like, no, I know that had to be. Who
that
he was.
probably was his fucking role, man.
Yeah.
Angry Video Game Nerd, very very cool. It was Cinemasker.
Cinemasker, yeah.
Yeah, Cinemasker. Cinemasker.com, and I think their YouTube page.
Yeah, he still has his YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy because that's crazy. I did not know that.
Because the minute he said that, I saw his review. He said that. I'm like, oh, that'd have been awesome. And then when I watched,
I'd have geeked out.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh,
yeah,
I'd have fucking
Leonardo
Leo.
DiCaprio.
I would have Leo. I was like,
yeah. And he's like, yeah, I know. I'm good friends with Adam Wingard, and he offered me a cameo in this. And when I watched my second time, I'm like, that has to be who he was gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh shit, yeah. But anyway, moving on. But yeah, that was,
yeah. So as Bernie gets, the guy walks out.
yeah,
Bernie starts takes a USB drive, a USB flash drive, and plugs it in and starts kind of like downloading shit. And then he realizes like, wait, why is a shipment going to Hong Kong?
yeah,
We don't even ship. We're not even big enough to ship shit like that.
yeah. And he sees like prints for like this big eye looking thing.
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck is that? He's kind of wondering that, and then as soon as he starts doing that, alarm goes off. He think he did it, but the alarm goes off, and it's a Titan appearance. What it means is Godzilla's heading their way.
Yeah,
Godzilla, known for not attacking humans directly,
yeah,
but he's heading that way. So it made it look like he's attacking.
right.
And they don't know why he's attacking. He's like, look, Godzilla gave us peace. We don't know why he's attacking.
Yeah,
There's a reason why he's fucking attacking. Mm-hmm. But he fucking runs down. Like, Godzilla comes up. And this is our first big appearance of Godzilla.
yeah,
In all his fucking glory. Once again, proving the fact that he's like a fucking force of nature, because he just shows up and just fucks that whole. It's Pensacola.
yeah. Pensacola, Florida.
Fucks all that shit up.
Have you been to Pensacola?
Actually, I drove past it when I had to move here.
Okay. I was about to say, does it deserve to be blown? Does it deserve to be visited by Godzilla?
A little bit.
Okay, here you go.
A little bit.
No bet, no problem. No.
I mean, look, anything that's not like Jacksonville, Orlando, Tampa, or like Miami, that can kind of get the
Anything
fuck
can
out
go?
of here.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, people say, what about Tallahassee and Gainesville? Yeah, what about them? Fuck the Gators and the fucking Seminoles. Fuck y'all.
Oh, shit.
Anywho,
But Godzilla just starts wrecking shit. He's blowing shit up.
Yeah, he's being Godzilla.
Yeah, exactly. He's doing Godzilla things.
Yeah, he's doing Godzilla things. Bernie fucking tries to run out, gets stopped by security.
Yeah,
and probably in one of the like, I don't know whoever wrote this, smart, fucking tells Brian, like, he's like, hey, what are you doing here? When you see this, like, you are really asking for ID right now when there's a fucking monster outside. Why? And they pull their shit out to stop him.
Yeah.
And like, and then that whole shit gets blown up.
Yeah, Godzilla hits him with their breath, which I don't know how.
He's fucking survived.
Bernie did not get singed at least or something.
Oh yeah, plot armor.
Plot armor, yeah. Or cancer guy, because that's a big radiator.
Like exactly, but plot armor.
Yeah,
plot armor. Yeah. That's what saved him.
Exactly,
like plot armor, and that's
but
that wall.
After he sees that, he sees that
a fucking circular thing that looks
thing
like
he saw on that blueprint.
It looks like a fucking eye.
It's just a big blinking eye.
He's like, what the fuck is that? He's like, what is that? But then obviously. I can't remember the camera cuts.
Yeah, camera cuts. Godzilla's blowing shit up, and then camera cuts. CNN News.
Yeah, CNN News, and they're like, "Hey, what we thought."
Oh, Titan Savior, no more. Or something like that,
Titan Savior, no more. And it's kind of seeing CNN cover this is kind of bonkers to me because it's kind of like, "Hey, yeah, we believe Godzilla is a thing," and seeing him doing this hurts our spirit because like we had peace and we always thought he was our savior. But he's not, and now we don't know why he's attacking. That's when we get introduced to. That's when we get introduced to Mr. Russell, obviously again from 2014. But we also he's wait, do we see him first?
We see Madison.
Thank you, I was confused.
Millie Bobby Brown, yeah,
we see Millie Bobby Brown's character reprising
that's
her
when
role
she's
as
watching
Russell.
the news.
Yeah, okay, I confused because I forgot the part.
The leader of Apex.
Yeah, it pops up, which that was
Walter Simmons.
Yeah, that was Walter Simmons.
He pops up and he's all like, if we work together, we can persevere. Godzilla is a threat,
and Titan has a plan to deal with that threat.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and that's foreshadowing like shit.
Oh yeah.
But it's kind of one of those things. Because when I first saw the movie, I didn't hear him say that.
Okay, yeah.
No bullshit. Like I heard him talk, but my brain just shut off. He says, "Hey, this is devastating. They attacked I don't know why he attacked my building." Kind of like I put. Yeah, that in
he's
my
like,
mind.
Godzilla has never attacked unprovoked before.
Yeah, never like unprovoked. But we're
working on something to prevent stuff like this.
Like prevent this happening. And I was like, well, gee, I wonder what it is.
That's right. And then she goes to meet up with her dad because they set Monarch, the big company that's been throughout.
Yeah, this is the only real continuity.
The shield of the MonsterVerse, basically.
Yeah, like Monarch.
Yeah.
Dr.
Monarch? No.
I can't. I would. Don't fucking get me started, please.
But they set up like I guess camps and like refuge. Like when a disaster happens.
Yeah, when a disaster happens, they showed up.
Yeah,
and the mighty Monarch helps. I fucking couldn't help it, dude.
I know you could. I saw the look on Jack's face. He was like, "I'm fighting it."
I was like, I'm just looking for my time. I was like, the mighty Monarch.
Yeah, but and then she goes up to her dad, and then we get the review of our podcast because he's like, that podcast is filling your brain with trash.
It's like filling your brain with trash. Like, yeah,
villains 2020.
like fucking put that shit on the shirt.
Exactly.
But like cinema villains filling your brain with trash and 2020.
There you go. But she's like, Godzilla's never been attacked. Never.
Something's going on.
Yeah, something's messing with them, and we're not seeing it.
He's like, and their typical parents like, you don't understand. Like, you don't understand.
Stop worrying. Monsters can change.
Just like people. And I'm like, they're the only two that are relevant. I'm not gonna say relevant because they're not really, but
which is so weird because in the last one he was like a animal. Like he studied animals, and I guess he studied Titans for a while too.
Yeah, and he was like, okay, because he was trying to fucking kill Godzilla.
Yeah, so him of all people should be like, no, something happened to piss him off.
Yeah, and only for his daughter to do that, which was crazy to me because he could have not been in the movie.
Oh yeah,
he could have just easily been written off because he only really has 3 parts in this whole movie.
Yes, he's here to collect a check.
Basically. The beginning. Part of the ending of the middle and then the end.
Yeah.
That's it. Mm-hmm. He could have, this is one of those characters, you want to have that continuity, but, for the movies and shit, characters can move on from having that other shit. Yeah. But it's if you're gonna bring the characters over, like at least kind of like have us do this.
Right.
But he fucking really didn't feel like he needed to be there.
I wonder if that was like not reshoots, but part of the. Because I know after King of the Monsters, after a lot of people were like, we don't know about these people, these human people.
Well, no,
they did research. You know, they did reshoots, and then they kind of tweaked stuff around. And I know a lot of people didn't like him in King of the Monsters. I guess because he was kind of an asshole.
Yeah, he was a dickhead.
Yeah,
he was a dickhead. But like, if you're gonna have the same continuity, and have these people show up, and you're not gonna kill him,
right?
You could at least kind of give him a little bit more lines,
right?
Or kind of have him kind of like you don't like. It's kind of funny. The human element, like I said, the human element in Kong and Skull Island is top notch. It made me care about the characters.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Made me care about the characters. Made me care about what's going on with them and everything else. Now, I understand you're not going to be able to get Brie Larson. You're not going to be able to get
Tom Hiddleston.
You're not able to get Tom Hiddleston. Obviously, and then it was the fucking 70s. They're old.
What if they'd have fought Mecha Samuel L. Jackson?
There'd have not been enough money for him to say motherfucker on screen.
That's funny.
Motherfucker, as he punched. But
bam.
no,
yeah.
Well, bam. No, but then like a big blue shark would eat him. But
damn, Godzilla would have grabbed his ass
the fucking ocean. What is that? Ate him and shit. But no,
we are going to survive.
Like dead. Oh, eventually we're gonna fucking review that.
Oh, we're just doing it for that scene.
Oh
That's
my
it.
god, yes. But anyway, no. It was kind of weird because it's kind of like it just felt out of place.
Right.
You know you want to bring characters over, but it just literally felt out of place.
No, I agree. Yeah.
But anyway, so
after that,
we go back to
we meet Skarsgård.
Yeah, we meet Skarsgård's character, which is Dr. Lin.
Yeah, Dr. Lin. He has a Hollow Earth book.
Yeah, Simmons and
Ren Zarazawa
find him in the fucking basement.
Yeah.
Of a college, I think.
Yeah, some type of college he was in.
He's kind of
university. Yeah.
Yeah, Lin's kind of like a washed up author.
No one took his shit seriously.
No one took his shit seriously, and it's kind of funny because all this shit is kind of happening, and if you read the book, it explains a lot of shit. But he's kind of like, and Simmons finds him. He's like, hey, we need you to help us find this so we can beat Godzilla.
Yeah, there's an energy source there.
That if we find it, it gives us the power to beat Godzilla.
Yeah, he says just to keep Titans at bay. He doesn't say.
Yeah, he said just keep Titans at bay. We can find that. We'll do that.
We can protect ourselves.
Yeah, he's like, you know everything about the Hollow Earth. We need to get there. And Lynn's like, I only know about everything about the Hollow Earth because my brother died, and they don't talk about it again.
That's it. Yeah, he died. He just explains how he died. Just some type of Stargate gravity pit.
Yep, and fucked him up.
Yeah, and then if you don't have the proper whatever.
If you don't have the proper things, you're dead.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, we do.
Yeah.
So we're going to just give you a bunch of money and you do this. We just need to do this.
We get our first nod to the original movie.
Oh, God.
He's like, well, I have a crazy idea. And dude's like, I love crazy ideas. They made me rich. And he's all like, have you heard of what? Oh, God damn it. I forgot what it's called. Basically, instinct, like natural instinct or something.
Yeah, something like that. Like with animals returning back, going home. Like, I don't know, fucking salmon streaming up.
Spawning salmon.
Like salmon spawning up and going upstream. Oh, God.
First they used it to describe Godzilla, and this one they used it to describe Kong.
Yes, and I'm just
now King Kong has been compared to these fucking salmon.
Yeah, man. Like, look, I get it. I can kind of buy it with you doing this with Godzilla, because you say his brain's the size of a fucking marble.
Right.
But Kong,
a thinking animal,
is a thinking animal. The uncomfortable King Kong.
Uncomfortable, yes, right.
The uncomfortable King Kong.
He was uncomfortable on that boat, all right.
You fucking just say, hey, like you just, oh my God, he's gonna find his way home. I'm like, bruh, this man thinks on his own.
Yeah.
I don't even know. He's never been to that shit. He's only was on Skull Island.
Home is Skull Island. The fuck y'all talking about?
Like, the fuck you talking about? But okay, I guess.
Right. So he's like, I know someone.
Yeah, he's like, I know someone,
so
and it shows a picture of
Rebecca
Hall, who's Eileen Andrews, who is the Kong Whisperer.
Yeah.
So obviously, we go back to Skull Island.
He tells her the plan.
And he tells her the plan. And she's like, no, I don't think we should do this.
He's like,
And
that sounds crazy.
He said, that sounds crazy. He's like, well, you got to think of it like this. This ain't going to be able to protect him and sustain him. He's going to outgrow this.
Yeah, she's like, but the minute we take Kong out of here, Godzilla's going to show up.
Godzilla's going to come for him because there can't be two Alpha Titans.
Right, and he's like, oh, no, you haven't paid your rent. Who are you being, Kong?
Exactly.
All the other Titans done show up.
She's like, they done paid tribute to the tribal chief.
Yeah, that's right.
They paid tribute to the tribal chief, and Godzilla's sitting at the table like this.
I'm gonna commission someone to do that. Godzilla's
like
Roman Reigns.
Bro, we're just like, I like how I said he's sitting at the table like this. They can hear me. That was some shit. The only radio. This motherfucker just sitting at the table like they can see me fucking sitting at the table, head of the table.
But she eventually agrees.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, but we gotta do things my way. He's like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Anything he says goes. And then
Next thing you know, Kong's on a boat
again. Again.
So as I've done my research, that is a trope when it comes to King Kong.
Putting this motherfucker on boats.
And you do not know how they got him on the boat.
It's like, how do you get...
They've done that since the original movie. I guess it's a trope, but like, God damn it, how do you get him on the boat?
Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, how?
Like, they show how you knock him out or how you get
like,
him
you don't even have to show it. You can just like, okay, we're going to give him the sedatives. You could have just said that.
Yeah.
You could have just said sedatives, and I'd be like, I'd have bought it. But just blink, and he's on a fucking boat, knocked out. You mean to tell me he's not going to fight back?
Right? Like
how'd y'all sucker him into getting there?
Yeah, at least in the last movie, he got drunk, essentially.
Yeah, he got drunk and said, yo, Kong, there's going to be white bitches on there. And just like, he's like, oh, shit. He's like, word? Okay. And they fucking knock his ass out. And like, but no, none of that. He just magically on a fucking boat. So we see Kong, again, waking up in fucking chains in the middle of a goddamn ocean. And he's like, what the fuck is this? He's like, man, what the hell? And
like, God damn it.
He's wondering, like, what the hell? They kind of like waking up. Everybody's on the boat. And he's like, and I think that's when they have the interaction between Rebecca, the girl,
Gia,
and Dr. Lin.
Yeah.
Or Alexander Skarsgård's character.
Yeah, well, Gia calls him a coward.
Yeah, Gia calls him a coward, and he's like, what does that mean? He's like, oh, that just means that you're brave, friend. That's kind of what her people say. Oh, yeah, you're brave too. And she's kind of like looking at him. Like, she kind of looks at her. As her, like, it's not her mom. She adopted her.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
her family apparently got wiped out in that storm.
the tribe that lived on Skull Island that were that fucking worship Kong, they got wiped out by that storm.
Yeah.
Kong saved her.
Right.
And then she found her and she took her in as her own. So it's not like she's not her mom. She's like her guardian, or pretty much.
Might as well be adopted mom.
It might as well, it might as well just be adopted mom, because the way they fucking like the way if she didn't say that, I'd have been like, that's her kid, and her kid's just been there the whole time. Single mom ended up. Yeah.
So basically, we get that, and we're introduced to Walter Simmons' daughter?
Yeah. We're
Mia Simmons, right?
Yeah, I got to go back. My phone keeps going on. It's Maya Simmons.
Maya, okay, there we go.
Yeah, Maya Simmons shows up, and I'm going to tell you this right now.
Yeah.
She's fine as hell. Like, big fine. Holy mother of God. She is fucking annoying.
Oh, she's
ooh, my God.
She immediately comes in, and her role is, I'm annoying, mean bitch.
I'm just a mean bitch. That's all I am. And I'm like, I have nothing else going for me.
I come for money. You peasants are nothing for me.
Yeah, like
I am not impressed with this gorilla.
She has nothing going for her.
But that
whole thing. I wish that she had some other personality other than being she's not
evil. I'm evil dad's evil daughter.
Like I'm just an evil plot device.
Yeah,
that's all I am.
She brings the heave things. They're the
helicopters.
Hollow Earth anti-gravity vehicle or some shit like that. I can't remember.
Or helicopters, as Dr. Lin calls them.
Yeah. So she's there. She's like, the heaves are in Antarctica waiting. They're pretty cool. They can produce. They can light up Las Vegas for a whole week.
Mm-hmm.
A single one of them can. So. Foreshadowing.
Yep.
And she goes on about her business.
Yeah, she you want to talk about wasted characters?
Yeah.
I mean,
a lot of characters in this movie.
It really is, but
because moving on, or slightly moving on, we're introduced to Julie Edison's character. Julie Edison? Julie.
Oh, Julian Dennison.
Julian Dennison, Julie Edelman. I'm like,
Yeah, I was like, who? You should fucking. I was like, you. So we're introduced to Josh.
Yeah.
Which is Madison's friend.
He comes.
She's listening to the
Podcast.
the podcast that Bernie runs, and he's explaining some shit about like, hey, it's
there.
a pattern.
Yeah.
He's like, I was there at the attack. Godzilla only attacks when he's provoked. It's a pattern. Something got him out here.
Yeah.
Something got him out here, and we don't know what. And blah blah blah. And I'm crazy.
Yeah, he comes. And then he pulls up in the van.
But yeah, and
jamming,
she's
breaking the law.
Breaking the law. Not gonna lie, I fucking got hype every time that shit comes on.
Right.
She leaves. She gets in, and she's like, "Hey," and he's like, obviously he's kind of like the fucking coward friend, but he's like, "Hey, I took my brother's van.
Yeah.
Took my brother's van. I don't think we should be doing this." She's like, "Fuck it, we're doing it." She's like, "Well, you can't drive." He's like, "I'm driving." Blah blah blah. Trying to move the story along, it's kind of pointless. She's like,
So
"Well,
we're gonna find this Bernie guy."
Yeah, we're gonna find the Bernie guy. I was like, "Why are we doing that?" Because if we don't, nobody will. And It's kind of like, again, pointless.
I feel like his character was wasted. Because what was Josh's point? Was he the comic relief? Because you can't be the comic relief.
No, Bernie was the
if
comic
Bernie's
relief.
the comic relief.
Yeah, I think he was like, and you can't even say he's the straight man, but you got it's kind of like a 3-person team.
He's the Shaggy to the Scooby, because he's a Shaggy.
I'm about to say, watch what you're about to say.
No, because he's just like, I don't know about this, guys. We probably shouldn't do this.
Zoinks.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, it's
weird. Like I feel like he didn't need to be in the movie.
You could have cut him out, and it'd have been fine. If he was kind of like crazy, at least.
Yeah.
Not on the level where Brian Tyree was doing.
Yeah.
But more along the lines of like, yeah, let's fucking do it, or some shit like
he's
that.
He's there to get dunked on the whole movie.
Yeah, he's there for like fucking, almost like you're being picked on. But I mean, they drive out, and then I'm like, one thing that fucked me up in the theater is like, wait a minute, how's she living in Florida now when they lived in Boston? And I'm like, well, Boston was also kind of destroyed.
Boston got nuked.
Like Boston kind of got fucked up, so like they moved to Florida, but like they also.
So in the MonsterVerse, of the Red Sox done?
Probably, dude.
Fenway was out of there.
Fenway had to be gone. Like
Fenway was ground zero, bro.
Bro, I don't even know how they even got sports there. Like all of them motherfuckers gone.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oof. Like oof. Big oof. Yeah. But no. So they drive out.
They find Bernie.
Because they go to Chinatown because she does some research on how to find him. He bathes in bleach.
Which, by the way, does that not burn the fuck out your skin?
That's what I'm trying to say. What kind of bleach is he fucking like wash? Like I know you could take water to dilute it, but it's still like fucking bleach.
Yeah,
bro, bleach.
That shit'll fuck you up.
I'm like, your skin has to be like screaming every fucking day, bro. Like. You wash yourself with bleach every fucking day, bro.
That's something's not right there.
I mean, hey, bro. At the I kind of feel what Josh was saying because he's like, "Why are we doing this? This man is not the. This man is crazy."
Yeah.
And it was just, but whatever. They find him. They go to his home. They find him. They're like, "Hey, it's like I'm Madison Russell." And as soon as she said her name, he fucking runs to the door. It's like you're fucking
girl's daughter.
Yeah, you're
Emma Russell's daughter.
Yeah, you're Emma Russell's daughter. Who like you saw a picture of her, and who she's from King of Monsters.
Yeah, you can argue she was a villain of that one.
Yeah, and only for her to say "Long live the king" as fucking she gets murked.
Godzilla just nukes.
Yeah, fucking nukes the town and fucking done.
But yeah, they basically like, we're breaking into Apex.
Yeah, they meet up, they talk lunch, and then you kind of get Bernie's background and why he's doing the thing, why he has like a fucking whiskey.
Yeah, he carries
in a gun holster, and stuff to make you care about the characters, but you really don't.
Yeah,
like Brian Tyree Henry as Bernie was funny. Yeah. Like some people liked him, some people don't.
Right.
I liked him because it was kind of like sort of believable in a sense, because I definitely would have probably acted like that. He's like, bro, I can't, like, you just some shit's like, just, I get it. But other than that, you really don't care at the end of the day.
Exactly.
You don't care. Absolutely. Not about them. You're not here for them.
Yeah, so they're going to break into Apex.
They're breaking into Apex.
Meanwhile, on the boat.
Yep.
We get our first, there was a scene real quick we'll get through this real quick.
Actually, yeah, this is the part. Yeah.
Yeah, it's raining outside. Kong's kind of pissed because he's out in the rain.
Of course.
Little girl Gia goes up, like, hey, calm down, buddy.
And uses sign language.
And the adopted mom's like, what are you doing? And like, Kong's sad and angry. And like, how do you know? Like, he told me.
He told me. He's like, he doesn't. How?
Like, he doesn't. How do you understand him? And then
like,
she realized Kong can sign language.
Yeah, and then the lady, who apparently just showed, like, the lady, fucking Maya Simmons, is like, did that monkey speak? Like, and I'm sitting there going like that. And that's what and that's what Katrina was saying. Like, it's sign language. They didn't speak. They use signs.
Yeah.
So to talk
right.
or to communicate. So, but yeah, but now that she says that, and after watching it again, she's obviously Maya Simmons is supposed to look like a fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
So that's what that is. So like, but now you get another plot point that the little girl can communicate with Godzilla via sign language.
Kong.
Thank you. Kong via sign language.
Communicate with Godzilla. Godzilla comes over like, what the fuck you want? God damn. I just see Godzilla just fucking yelling.
Oh shit!
Like little girl.
Like, yo, what the fuck are you doing?
Just getting all in her face, like what?
Like, just kind of like, and he just ultra. He'd be fucking aggressive.
He would be. He's
like super fucking aggressive. Like what?
Especially now, it's like ever since that three-headed dragon killed his moth girlfriend.
He's like, bro, man's been fucking heated. The fuck you want?
Yeah.
Bro. But anyway.
But no. Part I was getting to, Kong chilling on the boat.
Yep.
All of a sudden, Gia feels something vibrating. She can feel the walls. She feels it. She's like, oh shit.
And she runs. One thing that we forgot to mention, while they're on this ship, it's a fleet of like Monarch and Apex.
No, it's just Monarch in the
Is it just Monarch? I thought Apex kind of...
No, I don't think Apex is on there.
Okay, so...
Well, Apex, the only Apex person is there is Maya.
Yeah.
But she's there just so when they get to Antarctica, they can get in the heaves.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I could have swore they said like Apex was there too, but it was like I thought it was a combination of Apex and fucking Monarch. Yeah. But it was like Monarch of the military.
Yeah, I think it's
kind of like flying, like getting Kong over to that, and they were avoiding Rebecca, or that's not her fucking character name. Jesus, it was I have it right here.
Dr. Andrews.
Yeah, Dr. Andrews legitimately was. She drawn up a plan to say this is where Godzilla
normally chills.
Areas. Yeah. We're avoiding all of those.
Yeah.
So they followed that, but Godzilla still found him because Titans are fucking attracted to each other, and they need to fight. They need to fight it out. This is where we get our first big fight.
Yep.
And it's pretty much as epic as you've seen in the movie trailer. If you haven't seen this movie already.
Right.
But it also fucking reminded me. Godzilla's like, bro, I'm just trying. Because, like, look, bro, Kong is like, yo, I'm trying to go home, bro. Like, I'm just trying to go home. And this motherfucker just pulls out. Next thing I know, he's just trying to drown me. What the fuck? Like, I fucking cannot stop laughing.
But, yeah, we get it. Godzilla pops up, knocks Kong over while he's still chained up.
Yep.
Before that, we get more of Maya being a bitch. She's like,
drop the monkey.
Yeah, because Dr. Andrews is like, no, Godzilla's not coming for us. He's coming for Kong.
He's like, well, drop the monkey.
And she's like, well, drop him in the ocean.
Like,
bitch, we gonna drop you in the ocean.
Like, we gonna drop you in the ocean. We need him. Yeah. We don't need you.
But yeah, Godzilla pops up, flips the fucking boat over.
Yep.
With Kong on it.
Yep.
And so Kong's stuck upside down, drowning. Everyone on the boat is damn near drowning.
Yep.
Skarsgård, Dr. Lin.
Yeah, just fucking swims and like unhook his chains.
Yeah, and lets Kong free. Kong's able to flip the boat back over.
Yeah, gets everybody flipped back over, and then he pops the rest of his neck collar off.
Yeah, because they had him sedated.
Yeah, they had him sedated like 88% because they were like, yeah, don't sedate him too much.
So apparently this is another thing that got deleted, which shouldn't have been. She wanted to keep Kong as sedated as possible because she was like, if this motherfucker's asleep, Godzilla might not sense him.
Yeah, that probably would have made more sense.
Yeah.
Well, then again, I'm not sure. Or at least you would have thought he was dead or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, they don't kind of like not send him because you can say, well, he's playing dead. So it's kind of like we're just moving a dead body for research. Like
we're burying him. We're burying him, Godzilla, in his motherland.
Yeah, we're taking him. We're taking him back to the motherland, bro. That's what we're doing. And like, he's like, oh, carry on. He better be dead.
Godzilla over here doing the eyeball point.
Just kind of like looking at little Gia, be like,
yeah,
watching you.
Goes back into the ocean, just
kind of just fades back.
Yeah. But no, they have a good fight. It's a pretty cool fight.
Yeah.
Kong picks up a jet, just throws.
It's kind of like that fight. Actually, was almost like they didn't spoil the really, really good fight, but like
Yeah.
the trailer kind of showed. If you've seen the trailer, you kind of seen that whole fight. Like
yeah,
that's kind of
you've
what
seen the punch, and that's really all.
you've seen the punch, and then you've seen the slap, and that's kind of
Yeah.
like that's pretty much it for the first fight.
Godzilla gets knocked out of the boat, shoots a breath.
Okay, hold on. We need to discuss this.
Kong diehard jumps off the boat.
No.
Yeah.
We need to discuss this because we almost forgot. Because
Yeah.
this is one of the things that pissed me off about this movie. How are they fucking on that? How both of them motherfuckers on that airship?
When he going, okay, Kong, I can kind of see.
Kong's fine, but you can't hold both.
The minute Godzilla's big ass
You can't hold
crawls
both.
onto that boat, that bitch should have just snapped.
Yes, it should have snapped or like severely went into the bottom of the
Submerged, yeah.
submerged. Like this is not, bro. This is not a fucking. This is not a surfboard, bro.
Exactly.
This is not like a boogie board, my
Right.
guy. This is a fucking ship, and you are over like 1,000,000 tons, bro. Like we are not. This is not happening.
And it's one of those things where you just got to go, once again, giant monkey, giant lizard. I'm going to let it go.
Yep, that's kind of like me and Jose kind of just said like, bro, how is this even happening? Like I can understand like like it at least should have been teeter tottering.
Yeah, no,
but it
absolutely.
didn't do none of that. It just stayed straight. It went down and then leveled out like it was a smash fucking
Yeah.
like it was a smash level. Like I was just like, man, what?
Yeah.
You know, I was just kind of like, all right, man, whatever. But that fight was actually dope. Obviously,
Godzilla grabs him with his tail.
Yeah.
Like, essentially hooks him with his tail and just starts swimming
yeah, because
deeper into the ocean.
yeah, because because Kong Kong jumps out and like gets into like is in the water. He sticks up and he's trying to get out. But Godzilla pulls him down and they start fighting.
Yeah.
And right as he kicks him away, he's about to come up and get air. Godzilla wraps his
just
tail and
yoinks
just
him.
yanks
'Cause Godzilla's
that
fast as
motherfucker.
fuck underwater.
Yep.
So
Pulls
it's
that
like-
motherfucker down as about as far as he can go.
And,
that's
Dr. Andrews is like, yo, we got to help.
we gotta help. Is there anything we disorient them? It's in depth charges
Yeah.
in the water. That fucking shakes up Godzilla, releases Kong.
Kong gets
and
on the boat, almost drowned. He's
yeah,
kinda just
almost
like,
drowns,
God
and he's
damn,
just
this
throwing up
sucks.
water. Like, fuck y'all for this bullshit.
And
I
then,
ain't
like,
asked for this.
and then Godzilla's like, oh shit, Godzilla's coming back.
Yeah, Godzilla's circling around because he's still alive.
Dr. Lynn's like, hey, cut off power. Cut off everything.
Probably one of the smartest things in this
Yeah.
entire movie. Like, if I had to compare this to wrestling, and I'm gonna do this throughout the whole show. If I compare this to wrestling, this is like either getting called out for a count out or disqualification.
Yeah.
Because they had outside interference.
That's funny.
Yeah, outside interference. Fucking Kong just sitting there going like, fuck. And kind of like, hey, man, is he gone? I remember Jose fucking telling me, he was like, yo, what if he just looked up? He's like, yo, he gone yet? This motherfucker just slipped at him.
Like,
He was
what fuck you doing?
Like,
You
fuck
ain't
you
dead?
doing? You ain't dead? He's like, oh, shit.
Oh,
Like,
man.
in the movie. But,
The fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm thing. Is he gone? Look up, see Godzilla.
Godzilla just got, like, he's like, yo, is he gone? He turns his other head, and Godzilla's just looking at him like,
But no, they cut off all the power, and then Godzilla senses that, and he's like, okay, these motherfuckers giving up.
okay,
They've submitted, I guess.
they submitted, and he goes away.
It's a cool shot because Godzilla's just surrounded by flames.
Yeah.
And he's just dogging Kong. He's still got his eyes on him.
He's like, he's looking, and it looked better in the theater
Yeah.
than it did in like watching it at home. He just kind of looked, and it kind of he's like,
Kong's kind of looking at him back too, like, you motherfucker.
He
And
kinda
Godzilla's
look-
like, please do something.
like, please blink,
Yeah.
motherfucker. I will fuck you. I will end your shit.
Yeah.
like I will do it. And he's like, Godzilla's kind of like, yeah, that's what I thought. It kind
just
of
goes back
swims
under.
away.
Yeah.
It just kind of swims away. Then they're kind of like, well, we can't just fucking sit here because the moment we turn our shit back on, Godzilla's gonna come right back.
Yeah.
And it was like, and another nod to the first movie. How's he with heights? For those who didn't watch the first movie or at least listen to last week's episode, which I know someone doesn't want these posters, they lifted Godzilla up with hot air balloons.
Kong up
I keep saying Godzilla, and I'm a fucking idiot. It's Kong up.
with like hot air helium balloons.
Hot air helium balloons, and they just lifted King Kong up and carried him
his
over.
ass in
and
front of
dropped
Godzilla.
dropped his ass, and he was fucking struggling.
He was like, no, what the fuck y'all doing?
Like, no, I don't want to do this. Y'all, no, I don't like that. like,
But we get a homage to that,
yeah,
basically.
we get a homage to that, and they have Kong in a net, but they're carrying him via helicopters. Again, how was he knocked out? Well, okay, never mind. I know how he's knocked out because they knocked his ass out.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, how did they roll his ass onto
the
the
world
net?
may never know.
Yep. like who knows why madmen do the things they do?
Oh goddamn!
You see, they drop Kong, like they have Kong, and they got him in the net. And why does they get to Antarctica, the entrance to Hollow Earth? They let go of the net, and they fly up, and Kong wakes up.
Yeah.
Kong sees Gia. Gia's telling him, "Hey, you got to go in there because that's where your home is." And Kong is looking at it like, "I don't fucking know. It's cold as fuck out here. I don't know about this." And Dr. Andrews is sitting there going like, "Well, it's not working." Well, Dr. Lin sitting there saying it's not working, and she's like, "Well, I don't know what you want me to do." And Dr. Lin's like, "Tell him that his family's there." Yeah. And she's like, "Okay." She goes up to Gia and tells him to communicate with him. It's like, "Hey, tell him that there's people like him in where he's going." He's like, she's like his family. She's like, "Man, I don't know, maybe."
Yeah.
So Gia tells him that his family might be down there. So as soon as he heard this, he's like, "Oh shit, mama cooking," and he fucking just darts into that shit and just kind of runs down there.
So they're like, everyone, positions, get into your little heaves, and let's follow them.
Yep, and they kind of just go follow him down to the fucking Hollow Earth.
Meanwhile, Team Godzilla.
Yep, Team Godzilla is like in Apex.
They sneak onto these ships. These weird containers.
Yeah, they're looking at these containers, and like when they look at the containers, they see skull crawlers.
Yeah,
they're kind of like, wait, why does Apex have skull crawlers? That doesn't make any sense. And then the doors close, and they get shipped off.
Yeah.
To
traveling like over
to Hong Kong because that's where they're going.
Miles, yeah.
Like it's almost like a fucking techno speed train type shit. Yeah. Like 1,000 miles under, and it's all underwater. That's where it's going. So it's kind of like I wonder almost how they would build that.
Yeah.
Like it's underwater. Are you like doing that?
Is it underwater? What the fuck?
Well, think about it. Like it's still in Pensacola, and they're like they said they took an elevator down to get to the area.
That's right.
And apparently hell is on level 33. Apparently, so that's where they're at. But no, they dropped down, and the only way you could build this is you have to build a tunnel in water to get there because Hong Kong would be.
So did they go through the Hollow Earth? Some weird shenanigans. It's not explained, but
none of that shit's explained. We're not gonna hang up on it.
Yeah,
they get knocked out and they get
shot off.
They get shot off and go into Hong Kong in this shit. Yeah. We follow Kong back, and they're just kind of following the Hollow Earth, and
they pass that little.
They passed the gravitational surge pool shit. Which, honest to God, Jose, if this isn't a ride at Universal within the next 5-6 years, I'm going to be furious because that whole scene, actually this whole movie could be like you. When I grew up in Florida, we went to Universal. One of the rides I used to love as a kid was the King Kong ride.
Okay.
They got rid of that ride. They replaced it with the Mummy. I believe. This is all right, but they replaced that with the Mummy. If you wanted to bring King Kong back, because the Mummy's not fucking doing shit now.
Right.
Kong is back. You could replace that ride with the Godzilla versus Kong, and but the half of that is like you visit Kong in fucking Hollow Earth, and you're in the little fucking heave.
Yeah, the heave
shit.
Yeah.
And that whole thing was like 100%. A fucking Universal ride.
Have you seen the meme already?
No, I have not.
There's a meme that's like one of the shots where they come up. Okay, later on happens, but when they come up on the heave and like they dodge Kong and then they start dodging Godzilla's breath. They're like They all of a sudden cut to the kid from the Cat in the Hat. Like this is like a ride at an amusement park, and they show the Cat in the Hat like Universal Studios. So he pulls up the tickets. I gotta show you, but that shit was cracking me up.
Dude, it's gotta be a fucking theme park ride, bro. It's gotta be. Like, there's no fucking way that it can't be. Like, at this point. Like, there's no fucking way. Right. Like, I refuse for it. That shit was done so well that you can easily take that scene and throw it in there. You don't even have to put the actors in there. You could just have, like, just bam, it's done. But they get to Hollow Earth. And in one of the shits that actually looks fantastic. Yeah. Fucking glorious. You see Kong just kind of like admiring everything, and they kind of get there, and that's how we get introduced to those. I know these monsters actually have a name.
They're like war bats.
Are they war bats?
No, it has some weird. I can't remember. Off the top of my
they're kind of like it's a snake.
Yeah.
It's a snake dragon-like monster.
Yeah.
That flies.
Yeah.
So if you're terrified of snakes, you don't like things flying, this is fucking nightmare fuel for you. Kong fights off one snake and fucking kills it almost instantly.
Yeah.
Smacks another one with that.
He beats a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Exactly. He beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker. But then that one wraps around like a fucking snake and tries to suffocate him. One of the other
his wing over his mouth.
Yeah, that was kind of. Cool. I'm like, that's kind of dope. I'm like, yo, at least he thought to do that.
Yeah.
You know, kind of suffocate him. But like, the humans obviously help.
The Heave got like missiles.
Yeah, the Heave's got weapons, and they fucking use the weapons to kind of help Kong out, and they free him. They get freed. They free Kong, and Kong just fucks that motherfucker up. And probably one of the best fucking shots, having Kong rip the fucking head off of the snake and proceed to eat its like fucking innards.
Yeah.
And drink the snake blood.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, my man's was hungry after that whole trip, bro. He's like, hey, man, I ain't eating a minute. This shit's kind of smelling nice.
Yeah.
Fucking ate that shit and just kind of tossed it aside. It was dope. What?
No, I'm saying, no, that's
okay.
About right.
So Kong after that, Kong keeps fucking going, moving towards fucking, moving towards like just the power source that they're looking for.
And meanwhile, back in
I think they
Team
arrive,
Godzilla, I think they arrive in Hong Kong.
They arrive in Hong Kong, and they wake up.
They sneak out.
They sneak out and they see like
they're in a big empty room.
Yeah, they're like it's almost like a pit.
That's what he says. He's like, well, where are we at? And he's like, well, what's the workplace safe word for sacrificial pit? And
this will be it.
Yeah.
And
lo and behold,
exactly
they're like demonstration in less than 1 minute. They're like, what the hell's going on?
What the hell's that?
All of a sudden, from the fucking floor arises our boy.
Mechagodzilla.
Yeah, first Bernie's like, that's a robot Godzilla. And this is the only reason.
It's Robo-Godzilla.
Yeah, he's like, this is the only reason dude's in the movie I can think of. Because he's like, no, that's Mechagodzilla.
And of course, Leonardo DiCaprio point.
Yeah, exactly.
Screen. I'm like, he said it.
Yeah, and then after you hear release Subject 10.
Yeah, Subject 10, and it's like a fucking
giant skull crawler.
It's an adult skull crawler. And they're fucking freaking out because they're only humans on the floor, so they run.
Yeah.
And
Skullcrow sees him and goes to chase him.
Yep. And then you see
Mechagodzilla just yokes his ass.
Yokes him and just fire breaths.
Yeah, he has like a laser beam.
Split that motherfucker in half.
Yeah.
And then after he does that, it dies out.
Yeah.
At 40%.
Then you see that it's Ren Serizawa.
Yeah, Serizawa's piloting it, and Simmons is kind of telling him kind of sort of what to do, but
yeah, it's
kind of like piloting. And when you think of a pilot, think of like Pacific Rim. If you've seen Pacific Rim, where they get in, they hook it up, it's all cerebral.
Yeah. He's like, we only got to what, 60 or 40%?
40%.
We only got to 40% power.
He's like, when they find the power source,
like all that shit's gonna
is gonna be solved, and that's pretty much.
Yeah, he's like, I have faith in my daughter. I have faith. In my creation.
I have faith in. Yeah, he's just doing like fucking bad shit at that point.
Yeah.
So anyway, they fly down. We join the people back. Join Team Kong.
Yeah.
Back down, in the Hollow Earth.
Well, no, right before this, I'm sorry.
Okay.
They talk about, so that's why Godzilla attacked Pensacola, because he sensed they're building.
Yeah, they sense that, but they don't know
why then,
yet.
Before Mechagodzilla shuts down, his eye starts to blink, and it's that same thing from Pensacola. Godzilla hears that shit, and he's like, motherfucker, and it just turns around and starts hauling ass.
Yeah, because I thought that actually happened after, but you're right. Because he's like, he just starts blinking and it's kind of just tripping him off. Godzilla's like, yo, I hear that shit.
Yeah.
These some bitches, and just kind of makes a beeline.
Yeah.
For Hong Kong, and then you see like, Maddie's dad.
Yeah. They tell him like, hey, Godzilla's changed course.
And just make straight to fucking Hong Kong for some particular reason.
Like all our projections have him arriving in Hong Kong.
Yep, and he's like shit. Again, that's his second scene in this whole movie.
Yeah, exactly. And then we get back to Kong, where he's on some weird rock mountain where gravity works different.
Yeah, Hollow Earth's gravity works different. Like it kind of like there's a top and a bottom, and if you're at a certain point, you can actually jump down or jump up and be down, like
and then
flip around.
Gravity flips you down. It's weird.
Yeah.
What video game did that? Was that Mario? Super Mario World.
So I know this one of the Switch games did it. One of the Switch games
Yes,
did it to
that's
where
what
it
I'm
kind of
thinking
like,
of, I think. Yeah.
kind of just like you would hit something and it just flips you
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
And
yeah.
you're walking up like that. And there's some other games like I think Gravity on PSP.
I can't
There's some
remember,
shit like
yeah.
that. But we're just getting into getting into that.
But Kong jumps and he does it. He jumps up and you hear.
Yeah, and it looks like a giant fucking hand pointing.
Yeah.
Like a fucking like almost like a monkey
Yeah.
a monkey hand kind of like pointing or doing the finger point, and then he notices and he kind of keeps running,
Yeah.
and that's when he kind of gets to his throne room
Yeah. He sees a door with a big handprint.
with a handprint just his size, and he just takes it and he pushes the door open.
And yeah, it's essentially the Kong throne room.
It's apparently a shrine.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of like, so if motherfuckers didn't live in Hollow Earth, if humans didn't live in Hollow Earth, I don't think fucking actual gorillas are building statues of other gorillas.
Well, I know Kong's a super gorilla, so
I
might be
mean,
smart enough to
Man's
build themselves.
Man's is not trying to like take that and go like, okay, let me look at fucking.
Unless they did. Unless there is a tribe there we just never going to see.
I mean, yeah, but they're like probably extinct. It could have been years.
Oh, that could have been years ago. Yeah, they probably got extinct by now, especially with all the Kongs gone.
Yeah, all the shit and everything like that, and just kind of been going through.
Yeah, so Kong gets there. He sees an axe.
Yeah, he sees like an axe that was in what I can only assume is a Godzilla.
Yeah, an ancient Godzilla.
Like a ancient Godzilla skull.
Well, his ancestors, I guess, or something.
Yeah, his ancestors, and they kind of he takes that one out.
And poses with it, Thor style, beats his chest like, yeah,
motherfucker, yeah, like it was bro, you ain't did shit, really.
Right. And then he sits on the throne.
Yeah, he sits on the throne, and
he
he's like,
become King Kong.
I have my gripes. But yeah, that's technically what happens.
Yeah.
He pretty much gets his birthright.
Yeah, there you go.
He pretty much gets his birthright.
Mm-hmm. Then after that, we go back to Team Godzilla.
Yep, Team Godzilla, and
they discover Ghidorah's skull in the Apex facility.
Yep.
And they're like, what the hell?
And Bernie points out that this is not just any Titan skull. That's the Ghidorah skull.
Mm-hmm.
And it was 3 skulls because they had 3 heads. But he's like, but at the same time, he broke down, and I didn't think of it at the time. It's like they had 3 heads, and they used them all to like communicate.
Yeah.
He says, this one is the base. The other one's in Mechagodzilla.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where's the 3rd skull? And I forgot it's the pilot.
Yeah.
So that's 3 minds.
Yep.
With the pilot probably being the weakest link.
Yes.
And they see him and they see the pilot in there. He's gone catatonic.
Yeah, he's in a trance.
He's like a trance. Like he's not, which is weird because I'm like, you don't even fucking explain that shit.
Yeah.
Or you just kind of alleviated the fact that.
Yeah. So that's the most wasted character in the movie.
Yes.
Because he's the son of Ken Watanabe's character.
And yet you did nothing with him.
Yeah, because Ken Watanabe, he loved Godzilla. He was always like, oh, Godzilla will protect us. Blah, 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 blah,
Gave us the best lines in movie history.
Yeah, let them fight.
Let them fight.
And, yeah, so it's like, so why is this kid on the bad guys team? Is he mad his dad?
Nothing. We don't know.
Did his dad ignore him?
We'll fucking never know.
Exactly. Like, he might as well, he should have been a different character.
Yep. We'll never know.
Should have been random villain.
Yeah, random villain
But
guy.
now he was just, that was a complete waste.
Waste. You could have just put Simmons in that.
Yeah, or like I said, just some random dude.
Yeah, you could have put a random
There
dude.
was no point of him.
You could have put Simmons in there and it did the same shit. But so we get that Kong's actually not Kong, sorry, because I'm thinking that part didn't happen yet. Godzilla shows up in Hong Kong.
Yes.
And proceeds to wreck shit because he's looking for the Apex thing because he knows it's around here.
Yeah, because unlike Pensacola, which is right there, it was right there on the ocean, so he's like, oh, all you fuckers are dead.
Yep.
He's like, okay, I know there's something here. I guess I got to wreck the whole fucking
city
town.
To fucking find out where it's at. Meanwhile.
That's when Kyle Chandler's character pops up. He arrives. This is where you see Lance Reddick for like the 2 seconds.
That's like for the last 2 seconds. They just. I'm not even gonna fucking talk about it. This is not.
Yeah, no. I was just making sure this is where Lance Reddick is. If you want to try to look for him, here you go.
Yeah, he's like, hey, here you go.
He got like 4 lines. He's in it for 10 seconds. That's it.
That's it. And then we go back to the Hollow Earth and see Team Kong
His axe starts to glow.
Sees his axe starts to glow, and Kong kind of realizes it, puts it down in an axe-shaped little fucking thing, and then as soon as he puts it down, everything starts to charge up, and it looks like Godzilla.
It's weird.
Looks like Godzilla on the ground, and they are saying some shit like, "Oh, it looks like he's activated." And blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, like look at this power source.
Look at this power source, and then fucking Godzilla but back in Hong Kong, Godzilla realizes this,
he's
and does the one thing. Does the one thing that cartoons have always taught me when I was a kid, that China is straight, down. All you got to do is dig a hole straight down, and you'll be in China.
Get there. Yep.
Godzilla fucking takes his atomic breath, blows straight down.
Yeah, it takes a while to get there, though.
Takes a minute, but it just blows straight down. We go back to the Hollow Earth.
Maya is collecting.
Maya's
samples.
Now sending samples out. Or trying to collect samples to send to her dad.
Dr. Andrews is like, yo, this is the biggest find of the millennium. You can't just take it. She's like, no, we can.
We can. I mean, real shit. I mean, who's going to stop him?
Right?
Like, honestly, now I think about it, I'm like, because first when I saw it, it pissed me off. But I'm kind of like, who's going to stop me?
Right? So, got the sample. It's uploading to the Apex headquarters.
Yes.
And he's like, soon our machine will be complete.
Yep. It updates, and
it gets to 100%.
Gets to 100. Like, shit starts to fucking fall because Godzilla's fucking atomic breath starting to make its way down.
Slowly but surely, yeah. And then everyone pulls out guns.
Everyone pulls out guns and points it at everybody, including the little girl. King Kong sees this,
gets pissed,
and he's like, "No, the fuck you were not." And
roars, and that's what wakes up these.
That wakes up. It's a combination of that wakes up the bats, but it also, because of, like I said, Godzilla's shit is coming.
It's like a vulture bat?
Yeah, vulture bat.
Like
it's something what it was called, because it's like a bird/bat looking thing.
Yeah.
But they come down and they start picking off the group one by one. I mean, you don't care.
Maya gets on the thing.
Maya gets there. They get the shit downloaded and they run back to one of the heaves.
Yeah, fucking Skarsgård and them are about to get eaten.
Yeah, Skarsgård.
And that's when finally Godzilla's beam hits
down, and he's fucking.
This is the cool thing. It always confused me, but I can notice it better in theaters. It's coming up.
Yes.
Instead of Godzilla was shooting it down,
but it's coming up.
It came up for them.
Yeah,
it's weird. Like I said, gravity and everything works weird down there.
Yeah, it just fucking was like, what? He was like, what the fuck? It just blasts up, and you see that Kong, like Godzilla's
so did they
roaring.
See each other?
They did.
Because Godzilla looks down the hole. He's like, bitch. Like, roars.
Like, who you calling a bitch, you fucking slut? It's like, you motherfucker.
He was like, fuck your house. Come run this fade, motherfucker. You feel.
Hey, who the fuck down there causing shit? Me, motherfucker, you got a problem? Is this a problem? We got beef?
And then, the motherfucker to come on.
And then, exactly. And then they fucking, Godzilla's on his point. Kong is on his. And then, Maya Simmons tries to get up. And, they're in the heave. She's trying to get out. And one thing I'm fucking realizing, they could have fucking, she could have lived if she couldn't have did this. And yes, I spoiled it.
Yeah.
But, well, fuck it.
She's like, Kong's in the way, shoot him.
Kong's in the way, shoot him. All you have to do is go around that motherfucker and go down.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that. They shot at him, bringing attention to Kong. And this is probably one of my favorite fucking and most satisfying things in this movie. Mm-hmm. They, Kong, they go to fucking escape. Kong grabs them. Looks in it.
Yeah, you see his eye like, huh?
Looks in it to make sure G is not in there.
Yep.
And then once he realizes she's not, he puts it down to his hand and he crushes it like a fucking soda can.
Yep, and just
wait, no, crush. And he just throws it down. He's like, fuck it. And he's
like, time to climb the no.
Yep.
No, he's jumping down the hole.
Yeah, he's jumping down the hole and then only coming up.
It's so weird, man.
It's the weirdest shit. But he grabs the axe and fucking jumps down the hole and fucking just kind of works his way down. They get into Skarsgård, Lind, Andrews, and Gia get into the other heave. Team Kong gets in the other heave. They go down.
Yeah.
And then Kong appears.
Yeah. Well, meanwhile, Team Godzilla got kidnapped.
Team Godzilla gets fucking caught.
Yeah.
By security because they're snooping around.
Yeah.
Only matter of time.
And then Kong comes up.
Yeah. Then Kong comes up, and then it's like, hey, listen, boy. You was a bitch.
Godzilla turns around like, excuse me?
What you just called me? I said it. You was a bitch.
Kong throws his axe down. He starts punching the ground like, come on.
Yo, and they kind of roar.
Slapping his tail on the ground.
And this is where we get the epic fight.
Yes.
Because that first fight, it made sense, but you kind of
Kong had no chance.
You had no like. This is kind of level playing field, man. Because come on, bro.
Yeah.
This is where we got like fucking Kong hit that man with a Superman punch.
Yes, a knee to the face.
A knee to the fucking face. A fucking elbow
It's
to
funny,
the back
he tried
of
to
the
do
neck.
his patented. I'm gonna rip the dinosaur jaw off.
Yeah, rip the dinosaur jaw.
And then
off
Godzilla shoots his breath. He's like,
Godzilla-
fuck, 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 with
he's
his
like
fingers.
shit. He's like shit. Ow,
Yeah.
fuck. He's like, no, motherfucker. He hits that motherfucking
Elbow,
elbows that motherfucker in the back of the neck.
Drop kicks Godzilla.
Yes, he drop kicks Godzilla. Like, and it's that fight.
It's so fun.
That
man.
fight
It's
was just
great.
fun,
Yeah.
and it was just great to see. I'm counting.
There's
on,
an homage to the tree in the mouth.
Yep,
Kong
like he
sticks
takes his axe and just like takes the tree in the mouth from the first movie, which was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it doesn't like Godzilla's fucking powering up, about to shoot his breath. Kong's like fuck that. Takes the bone end of the axe, which the axe is made of. For those who don't know, the axe is made of a Godzilla scale,
A spike, yeah.
and then like
his fin or whatever.
Yeah, one of the dorsal fins of Godzilla. And then like a bone.
Yeah.
So he takes the bone in and just shoves that bitch in Godzilla's throat. And he's like, obviously,
you motherfucker. Like,
obviously Godzilla doesn't have a gag reflex. And then he's just like, what the fuck? And he just kind of pulls it out, and they just go back to
they
battling.
just start fighting. Yeah.
I told Jose straight up, I was like, yo, if they did a German suplex,
Oh man, that's all.
I'd have said this movie's hands down 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Anything. Yeah, but Godzilla starts shooting his breath. Kong notices he can block it with
Yep.
the axe.
Yep.
He notices it's absorbing the beam.
And he kind of like picks it up, like, okay, all right. And
Yeah,
then
because he takes like a split second to like, oh shit, this is getting stronger.
Yeah,
and then he gets smacked. Like
he
Godzilla.
dances around to try not to get hit. We get kind of like a plot device during this time because Simmons is trying to get the shit and kind of puts it in Mechagodzilla, and old boy is trying to warn Serizawa's trying to warn him that we shouldn't do this because we need to
run
test.
tests.
We need to test it because he's like, hey, he's gonna find us the moment we turn on. He's like, he's been looking for us since we did it in the first place, since we did our first testing. Don't worry about it. Let's just do it.
He's like, get in the robot, Shinji.
Like get in the fucking robot, Shinji.
Yeah, essentially. We go back to Kong, Godzilla. Kong is just avoiding. Godzilla is spamming beam.
Yep.
He's Hadouken,
Just
Hadouken,
motherfucker,
Hadouken.
just kind of just has infinite fucking Hadouken, or just like a fucking just Omega beams and just fucking Kamehameha waves.
Yeah, just
spraying.
he hits Kong once, and he smiles.
Yep.
He's straight up laughing because he fucking hit Kong.
Like,
He's
I got you, bitch.
yeah.
And then like he still kind of avoid,
Then-
but he
then
gets up and
Kong
he kind of
gets like the top of a building or something.
yeah, because he's like, yo, you ain't gonna hit me from up here.
Yeah,
and that's
he like Captain America blocks it, and
he's like just sits there,
throws it.
like he gets
grabs
like
his axe in the same motion,
and then fucking comes down.
and then you get that shot from the trailer.
Yep,
Yeah.
and power dunks on him, and like, which I thought, I'm like, damn, when he connected, I'm like, did he fucking just like boom, and it didn't do it? Like
How did it not stab? Because he hit Godzilla once and it's stuck in his thigh.
Yeah, he hit that motherfucker once with the axe and hit his thigh, but he came down on him, like bonk.
I guess he might have hit him with the bone part. I don't
No,
know.
it wasn't. Like it was straight.
Yeah.
It was straight axe.
Okay, yeah.
Like it was like it instead of cutting, it was like a thunk, like
Yeah.
like a fucking bonk. Like you would see,
Yeah.
like no, go to horny
That's right,
jail.
go to horny jail.
Fucking just bonk. It just like hits that motherfucker and it just knocks Godzilla
No,
out.
but yeah, it just knocks Godzilla out. Skarsgård like, well, Kong won round
Kong
two.
was like round two. Like round two goes to Kong.
Yeah,
and
we get more exposition from Evil. from
yeah, and then
'cause he
Simmons kind of
captured-
like Simmons got the captured fucking team. Like, Simmons tells his plot point over to fucking Team Godzilla.
Yeah, because Madison's like, Godzilla left us in peace.
And here you go and
fucked
do
it up.
this
Yeah.
shit. And then right as they get everything booted up,
Well, he hasn't got anything booted up yet.
Okay.
He was just like, oh no, we're
telling
just...
the plan because he thinks they're Greenpeace
Yeah.
and they're not.
And then he's all like, no, we're going to be... I forgot what he says. He says evil bad guy exposition.
Yeah, evil bad guys position.
Back to, we're getting round 3 now. Right?
round three.
Godzilla
Is just
gets
like,
up like...
Godzilla gets up like, man, that shit like Godzilla's like, all right, I'm gonna have to get serious.
I'm annoyed.
He gets up like, all right, bro.
And Kong is hiding from his ass, Solid Snake style. He is in the back.
Yeah, Kong is chilling, like,
Yeah.
yo, like, okay, he got up. So he's just waiting. He's like, as soon as he gets
throws
up,
like a crane.
yeah, he throws a crane to distract him.
He's on his Last of Us shit. Throws something to distract him.
Yeah, into the like he gets in the crane and he's like throws that bitch. He's like, and then he fucking just comes up and puts that motherfucker in a headlock.
He like
tries to fucking
he
choke
looks
him
like
out.
a top dog. It looked like first he rammed him into the building.
Yeah, he was trying to. Yeah, because
Yeah.
he was definitely trying to choke him out, try to get position. Godzilla was like not having
Godzilla
any of that.
manages to grab his arm and like judo flip him.
Yep, and I was like, yo,
Tries
it
to
was like,
step on him.
and
Kong
then
moves.
misses. Yeah,
And then Kong gets on him again, but Kong goes to punch him, and Godzilla grabs his arm, flings him around, and during that, you hear a crack.
Yeah.
And so fucking dislocates his shoulder and just tosses him.
And he tries
and then we see something Godzilla never done. This motherfucker gets on all fours and just Komodo dragons King Kong. Like, he is crawling at him like fast as shit.
Yep, trying to keep him down.
And Kong's like, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck.
Yeah, Kong kind of moves out of the way.
Yeah.
Godzilla hits like a fucking building.
And he just comes out that motherfucker.
Comes
like,
back, like he comes back and he still gets Kong.
Yeah. Like he's biting his leg. Like
biting his leg is like, nope.
Like, you're not escaping. Like,
Kong's trying to fucking fight him off, but he only has like one arm to do this.
And he's like,
and he's kind of like
on his back trying to crawl.
He's trying to crawl and like he's kicking him away and shit. And it's kind of like
imagine a big ass gator just coming at you.
Yeah, just kind of gator. Just like you're trying to like you just kind of kick back. I was like assuming like this is kind of like in a fighting game where you're getting fucking pressured and you're kind of like fuck,
yeah.
And they're just kind of fucking you up. But I mean, he got him and then fucking proceeds to just
Godzilla scratches the fuck out of his chest.
Oh yeah.
Finally steps on his chest. Kong punches him in that axe wound.
Yep.
Godzilla's like, fuck
you. And you heard the fucking. I did like the sound that we got in the theater when you fucking punched him and you could feel that.
Yeah.
And then Godzilla just eats that shit.
Steps on him again.
He's like, bruh.
And then finally he looks down at him, like just stares at him.
Stop.
And then he does his roar. Yeah.
And Kong's
just
like,
roars
fuck
in his face. Kong's just sitting there like, oh, you motherfucker.
Like, fuck you. And he roars back. And
and that's kind of the acknowledgement. Godzilla literally gets up, and nods his head.
And kind of just looks at him like, bruh, I've got the high ground.
Yeah.
And then Kong just
literally nods at him like, okay.
And Kong fucking just like, all right,
walks
bro,
away.
You got it. Yeah, done.
Kong tries to Randy Marsh's ass. He trips up like, I ain't hear no bell.
Like, I ain't hear no bell.
But he falls right back down.
Like, he falls right back down. Like, I don't know if it was like crushed ribs. But then again, I try not to think of it because it's like he stepped on his chest and he got fucked up. I mean, if anything, it's pain from his arm, something.
But yeah, he falls. Godzilla wins the fight.
Godzilla wins the fucking fight. Yep. So it's 1-1. In the movie, it's 3. In the movie, they fought 3 times. Godzilla came out on 1, but in the other movie, Kong just technically wins.
Yep.
So it's the rubber match. If it ever happens again,
that one I don't know who's gonna win.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I think somebody would probably die at that point. I would not. But anyway, speaking of dying.
Yes, so now we go back to Team Godzilla trapped in the damn Apex. They're activating Mechagodzilla. They don't put the new power source in him. Yep. All of a sudden, Serizawa's in it.
Serizawa's kind of like syncs up and is halfway in.
And then as he powers up, all of a sudden it says, pilot disconnected.
He's like, wait, what? Mm-hmm. And then like you see.
So Simmons starts monologuing.
Simmons monologues, but you start seeing like Mechagodzilla's eyes go from red to blue.
Yeah, and it's just
red
blinking,
again.
blinking.
It's just blinking, and he's like, and then it just goes solid red.
And then that's when Simmons starts monologuing, and in the background, the whole time you just see like Mechagodzilla just kind of turns at him.
Like you see his head just turn around, like fucking Superman looking at Flash when he just runs past him. Like he's just like. Just kind of turns his head. Brian Tyree Henry, Bernie's fucking character, like Bernie fucking like has everyone and starts even pushes the guard back.
Yeah,
who he's kind of like, hey,
we need to move.
Yeah, we need to. He don't even say nothing. He blackest motherfucking thing I've seen in this movie. Yeah. He just kind of just like, hey, just kind of starts walking back and pushing everybody else back.
Simmons notices like what the fuck
what y'all doing? And he kind of turns back
around,
and then
Mechagodzilla's right there,
staring at this motherfucker. He's like, "Oh shit!"
And then dead. Mechagodzilla just swipes at him.
Blows up it blows up, and then like everybody.
Well, then he electrocutes Serizawa.
Yeah.
So then he's dead.
Wasted character.
Yeah. He just dies.
Wasted character.
Then Mechagodzilla beams his way out of the goddamn mountain or base.
Yep. This is where the other half of Ghidorah is pretty much running shop at this point.
Yeah, Ghidorah is in control.
And it's Ghidorah.
Which is funny because it's Kevin.
Yeah.
It's the dumb Ghidorah brain. That's the...
And it's crazy. You know what's funny, though? Because I said the same shit. I was like saying, what if that's a dumb Ghidorah brain? And he fucking saw Matrix. And he's like, I know Kung Fu.
Because
because he was enhanced.
Yeah.
It was enhanced with other shit that he would know. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy. So... Wait, hold on. Do all 3 of them have names?
No, I don't think so. I think they just named the dumb one Kevin just because he's... Because he was the dumb one. He was the one that's constantly doing shit. And the middle one was always like, "You fucking idiot, pay attention."
Like, pay attention. Like, hey, stupid.
Yeah.
Look over here. Like
look at you. You got your fucking head ripped off. Like, dumbass.
Fucking Kevin.
So Kevin is now in control of Mechagodzilla.
Yeah.
He immediately just starts beaming everybody. Like, he is taking buildings out.
Fucking hauled ass, bro. Like, he gets out of there and fucking, like, rips out, and you just kind of and he just starts beaming. Yeah. Godzilla sees this. Godzilla makes a fucking line for him beforehand.
Godzilla runs, too.
Godzilla, like, kind of says, like, there you are, you motherfucker, and kind of runs straight for him. Before we get into that fight, though, obviously we get, like, little Kong's, like, Kong is fucking dying, apparently, which, okay, all right.
By the way, I forgot to say, when Kong lost, it was the funniest shit.
Yeah.
Because they showed, a face-up of, like, Team Kong, and, Dr. Andrews was like, oh. And it shows the little girl, Gia, and she's just like, oh. Saddest face. Like, when your team loses at sports, that's what it was. It was just like,
kind of like watching the Cowboys,
Exactly, right? Exactly. Fuck you, Shaq. How about that? Not really, because I'm used to that by now.
Yeah. Super Bowl champions. But anyway, Jose is fucking staring a hole into
I'm about to step on Shaggy's chest and chest and like,
you motherfucker. But anyway, they're saying Kong's dying. Like, they're finding out Kong's dying, and they're like, well, we would have to his heart's starting to fucking give out.
Yeah, because she's like, yeah, his heart's something down, and she was like, the only thing that could restart his heart, and then he's like, would be something that could light up Las Vegas for a week.
And that's called the fucking heave. So he gets the heave, and like he's heading towards the heave. Meanwhile, I don't know when Brock Lesnar showed up in this movie.
You just heard Dan.
You heard that little whip. As soon as he fucking broke, yeah. As soon as he came out of fucking Apex, that's exactly what happened. And then like just make both Godzilla and Mechagodzilla kind of make a beeline for each other. And Godzilla's like, all right, motherfucker, I'm going to tell y'all what I told Jose. This fight between Godzilla and Mechagodzilla is what happens when you are hyping up your friend to go fight a motherfucker and he gets his ass whooped.
Yes.
To the point that you were too scared to go help him because you might end up like that motherfucker too.
Right.
You like, he was like, yeah, go beat us. Ooh,
yeah, so Godzilla gets fucking destroyed in this fight.
Never in my fucking life have I ever seen Godzilla get an ass whooping like that.
Like, Mechagodzilla just like, so he has punches, but he's powered up with the thing.
Like,
so
he has his fucking, he has like the fucking rockets attached to, he has rockets and shit. He shoots that off at Godzilla, but he also has like propulsion jets attached to like his arm too, so he could fucking just rocket punch like fucking Sentinel and Marvel's Capcom 2.
And then like imagine how M. Bison punches you and his fist is like glowing.
Yep, just
that's what
like
he's doing too.
Glowing and spinning and then just fucking hitting you. He is just getting wrecked.
Yeah, Godzilla is getting uppercutted. He's just like bam.
Uppercutted. He's fucking getting Taibo kneed.
Like Godzilla, he picks up Godzilla and starts just smashing his head through each building.
Each fucking building around them. And I'm like, yo, who taught this motherfucker to fight?
For real, right?
Kevin ain't fucking with y'all.
Exactly. He's like, nah, man, I'm tired of everyone talking shit about me. I'm gonna show them.
Quit making fun of me.
Yeah.
And just start beating his ass. Godzilla, after watching this again, and Godzilla ain't really getting no licks in at all.
No, he ran at him once, and that was it.
That was it. He
they
swiped at him, and he's like, bitch.
They did that wrestling big man when two big men run at each other and no one budges.
Like, yep.
That's like literally what happened.
Like, just, all right, cool. And he tried to do this. Motherfucker say, bitch. Proceeded to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
The heave revives Kong. Kong gets up. And he's like, what the fuck happened? Like I was telling. Like,
he woke up like, I said, goddamn.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, oh, fuck. Like, it was actually like pork chop sandwiches. Yeah. And then just fucking wakes up. But no, I was telling Jose, when there's no more room in hell, King Kong walks the earth.
Yeah.
Vegeta. But
oh shit.
But he gets up and like Gia tells him like, hey, that's like
Godzilla's not the enemy.
Yeah, Godzilla's not the enemy.
And he roars when she says that.
Like
so
pretty much like fuck him.
Fuck that guy, man.
Like fuck him. Like bitch. Like It's like, bitch, you thought, and he's
Yeah.
like, no, that's the enemy, and they kind of point the fucking Mechagodzilla.
Who's curb stopping Godzilla?
Who is
Literally.
legitimately just putting boots to this motherfucker.
Like he throws Godzilla in face first into a building and proceeds to stomp the back of his head.
He is literally dragging the floor with this dude. Holy fucking shit. Godzilla getting worked. But like this one fucking fight made me forget that it was a Godzilla versus Kong movie. I swear to God, that shit went out the window. I was like, hey, bro, this motherfucker a problem.
Yeah.
He's a problem. It's like, no, this is a fucking problem. Because he is beating the shit out of that dude, and that dude's one of the strongest motherfuckers I know. We got to stop.
Yeah.
They were like, yo, and it was kind of like G is pretty much telling him, please be careful. And he's like, all right.
Kong's like, all right.
Fuck it, I guess I'll help.
He pulls a Riggs from Lethal Weapon.
Pops his shit
And-
right back
yeah.
in, which they fucking homaged. If you notice, if you look in the credits, some of the shits from Lethal Weapon is in there.
Oh, really?
Some of the soundtrack is from Lethal Weapon. It's in there.
Oh, nice.
It was fucking cool to see. I just happened to look. I was like, Lethal Weapon. I'm like, oh yeah.
I needed that saxophone to play as soon as he did it.
Yeah, he fucking popped that shit back in, rotated his arm, and that was also like a dope fucking like he's like, I'm back, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like he just came up, he grabs
Goes
his
back to Godzilla.
Yep.
He's getting dragged on the floor, literally.
It's just bad.
And then Mechagodzilla's like, okay, it's time to end this.
It stops.
He essentially tries to hit Godzilla with his own finisher.
Back in fucking 2014, baby.
Whoa! Godzilla opened the thing's mouth, shot the beam down his throat. Mechagodzilla was attempting to do this to Godzilla.
And Godzilla
well, we
was-
missed the beam battle. They had a beam
They
battle.
had a beam battle, and it was just
which part of me wanted to call bullshit because we literally just saw Godzilla shoot a beam to the center of the earth.
But
And all of a
also,
sudden,
like this power is being like do that, and then he's also enhanced.
Yeah.
So it's gonna. So he was
And
gonna
then
be
I
like,
think if you noticed when he did that, his beam was more concentrated.
Yeah.
And right now his beam was like less.
Yep.
It was more fiery, I guess.
Yep.
So I guess it's trying to tell you, hey, Godzilla's kind of tired.
you could fucking try to point
Godzilla
that shit.
spammed it too much on Kong.
Yeah,
Now he's
just,
paying the price.
like motherfucker wasn't like I was saying. It's like he really ain't mashed buttons hard enough.
Yeah.
he didn't mash the buttons hard enough, and Mechagodzilla won that shit. It's kind of like watching the Surah's Wrath, and I'm just naming shit people ain't never fucking
That's
heard
funny,
of.
yeah.
Like you ain't mashed the buttons hard enough, pimp, and fucking lost that shit.
But yeah,
man,
right
whew.
before Mechagodzilla shoots the beam down his throat, here comes Kong from the sky.
From the top rope, from the top turnbuckle, by God, and just fucking hits that
Pulls
motherfucker.
Godzilla's head, Mechagodzilla's head
Like
back.
fucking back, and this beam goes up.
Yeah.
And they just proceed to fucking tag team this motherfucker. And you think,
Yeah, because after a while he knocks Kong down and he's like, "Oh, you fucking monkey!" He was about to punch him.
yep. And then Godzilla grabs his fucking
arm.
arm, and they both kind of grab each other. They both grab an arm,
And Godzilla's like, "Yo, we have to throw him through this building. I owe him at least one."
and they do that. And the crazy shit is, you would think that both of them together would actually fucking get together and like actually do work on him.
No, Mechagodzilla's
No.
like, "I don't give a fuck about your team up.
No.
Y'all are still
Fuck
taking
your
this
team
L."
up. Fucking shot a rocket at Godzilla, got him off his arm, got his other arm free through
Gorilla press slam King Kong.
Gorilla press slam this
Literally,
motherfucker on the ground.
yeah.
Just say bomb and just threw that motherfucker down. Kong goes and grabs his axe and proceeds to do axe work.
Well, yeah, because fucking he goes back to Godzilla, grabs him, puts this motherfucker in the clinch and starts kneeing
Fucking
him.
kneeing him. Oh my God.
And then his tail can turn into a drill.
Yep.
I guess was about to just drill Godzilla.
And fucking
That's when Kong comes with the axe. And
Kong
he's like,
comes with the axe and just fucking tries to save Godzilla's ass.
And then he gets slapped with the tail.
And then like and it's kind of like
He gets pinned against the wall, and then
like his tail kind of like he grabs the tail and
Yeah.
he's kind of like forcing. He's kind of getting pushed in, and he's like fuck. And this is where we get like back into the transition. Well, to be honest, Jose pointed this out to me. We probably didn't even need this scene
no.
at all. Where
No.
the fucking like where it's the Team Godzilla trying to hack into like the satellite because they're saying the satellite's still connected and to Mechagodzilla, which kind of sort of controls him.
Yeah.
But they needed to get into the system to unhack it. They didn't get into the system. They shit locked. So what Julian does is he takes Bernie's whiskey flask, opens it up, and pours it into the computer,
And short circuit.
which short circuits it, which goes back to the fight. Short circuits
Mechagodzilla for like a
Mechagodzilla.
second.
for like a split second, giving Kong time
to get the fuck out of that situation.
To get the fuck out of that situation and use the charge. Like, didn't he charge up the axe?
Yeah, then at that moment, Godzilla sees Kong, because Kong's still hitting him with the axe.
Yeah.
But then Godzilla charges it. He shoots a beam at the axe, charging it up. And that's when Kong just eviscerates.
Goes to Rex, becomes like pretty much King Kong.
Yeah,
like
he
it's
chops off literally every one of his limbs.
every one of his limbs, and then fucking Mortal Kombat fatalities. This motherfucker
hits him in the neck with the axe.
and just rips that motherfucker's head off like he's Sub-Zero and holds it over and fucking roars.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's pretty much it. I mean, we pretty much get our ending. Everyone's kind of meeting up. Everybody's
Kong sits down like, God damn, what
like,
a fucking day.
Fuck, like covered in oil, blood.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like shit.
Like,
He's like,
today sucked.
He's like, fuck, man. This is some bull. This is Tuesday, man. Fuck.
Right?
Like, god damn it. And then like,
you hear Godzilla roar.
Yeah, Godzilla acknowledges, pretty much kind of like, just gonna say, hey man, thanks for that.
Yeah, because it's weird because he's like, everyone's interpreting this ending different. I don't know how you I interpreted it as that too. Because it's like, hey man, good shit, kid.
Like, thanks.
You did good.
You like, good. Like, thanks, kid.
But then everyone's like, if you notice, Godzilla looks at the axe like, hey man, you still got that axe in your hand. And Kong looks like, okay man, yeah, whatever. Throws it on the ground. That's when Godzilla's like, thanks, buddy. See you later. Remember, still the chief.
Still your tribal chief. Never forget it.
Swims back into the ocean. I wanted Kong to salute him so bad. Like,
dog, like, I'm like, he just drops the axe. It's like, yo, he just got the axe and he just looks like, bro, what's up? And Godzilla, because Godzilla's just roaring. He's like, bro, I'm not, thank you.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, you good.
I owe you one. Remember that. I owe you one.
Hey,
so
remember, my mom's name's Martha too. And they just kind of just, dipped out.
That's what they said when he's stepping on Godzilla, King Kong's chest.
It was like, what you say her name was?
Save Mothra.
It was like, save Mothra. What you say?
Real talk, if they'd have added a scene like that, what you done? Like, if you'd have showed Baby Kong getting saved by Mothra?
I would have fucking cackled, but I also think I would have been pissed.
And then, like, I don't know how Godzilla somehow realizing that, oh, Mothra saved this little kid.
Yeah. How'd you know her name? Mothra!
Why did you say that name?
But no.
I don't even know why I did the Christian Bale Batman. Yeah, that was the wrong one.
But anyway, they fast forward. We get Kong back in the Hollow Earth, where he's pretty much chilling with the humans and Gia, and
he tells Gia, "Hey, we're home.
We're home," and that's credits roll, and that's the end.
Yeah.
Pretty kind of anticlimactic a little bit, but I understand what this kind of movie was kind of like.
Well, originally Adam Wingard said the movie ended as soon as Godzilla swam into the ocean.
That's what it should have done.
That's when the credits hit, and then your mid-credit scene would have been Kong on the Hollow Earth.
Yeah, that's kind of.
But instead, he was like, "Fuck it, we'll just put it all together."
Yeah, he was just like, "Fuck it, whatever. We ain't got time." Like, that's how it should have ended.
Yeah,
that's how it should have ended. Well, I know it's going on damn near 2 hours.
Yeah.
So actually, it is 2 hours. So let's kind of wrap this shit up.
We went in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, this is gonna happen. They should have known. We told them this was gonna be a long episode. We knew this was gonna be a long episode. So Apex and Mechagodzilla, we got our fucking ratings. I got mine technically in my head. Obviously, every time we do this, you have your we base our villain ratings off of the drip, the motive, and the threat level. In this case, drip is going to be treated a little differently because for this case, we're going to say how well do we think the monster looked.
Yeah.
Versus, obviously, because the man didn't really have no drip. I gave the drip originally I had it as a 2.
For Mechagodzilla.
It's Mechagodzilla. Okay, yeah. Because while we can count Apex, we all know it's
okay, cool. Making sure, yeah, because I was like, okay, no,
I started off as a 2. It's a 4.5.
Okay.
Seeing it in action made me love it a lot more. I would give it a 5, but it's just kind of something just kind of weird about it. But I gave it a 4.5.
Okay. I give it a 4. And here's my reasoning.
Okay.
I'm rating him against all other Mechagodzilla. Yeah. The original Mechagodzilla, that's a 5 for me.
Okay.
The third Mechagodzilla, that's a 4.5. He's my second favorite design. This one comes in at number 3. So I'm going to give him a 4.
I like how they try to do as much as the old school shit as they could, only in a newer era.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And even in CG, it still looked good.
Because like I said, when we saw that toy, we were like, oof.
Yeah, that shit I was ready to hate it.
We were like, this is going to be some Michael Bay shit, dog.
Yeah, I was ready to hate it. And I was like, oh no.
No, but seeing it in
fucking-
motion and seeing
action,
how
I
it
was
did,
like,
no, it was great.
Great. Motive. This is kind of why I put Apex kind of over in that, because Mechagodzilla really didn't have one.
Godzilla motive, kill Godzilla.
Like kill Godzilla.
That's it.
Pretty much it. Or fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Like eat, sleep, train, repeat.
Yeah. Basically.
Suplex City. That's pretty much his.
Right.
It's pretty much his motive. I gave Apex's motive a 4 because they're just trying to even the playing field. I would have given it a 5, but they weren't. You didn't care.
Yeah.
You didn't care, but I gave it a 4 because it did make sense. He's like, hey, I'm tired of these Titans. I'm sick of these motherfucking Titans on my motherfucking
Earth.
on my motherfucking planet, and that's kind of what he's like really doing. So I get it. What was
Yeah,
what was yours?
I was giving him a 4 too.
Yeah, I give it a 4. Like I said, it would have been a 5.
Yeah, since we're rating just Apex overall because
Yeah, kind of Apex and Mechagodzilla in the sense where we're kind of like.
Because if we'd have rated oh boy, I'd have gave him a 0.
No,
what was your fucking motivation?
No, his motivation was that, but it's like it's Apex as a whole unit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's
But Apex as a whole, they built Mechagodzilla. They were gonna kill every Titan.
yeah, they were gonna kill every Titan because once they get rid of Godzilla, that was a wrap.
That's a wrap. They knew.
And they motherfuckers almost did it.
Yeah.
So that's why the threat level is a goddamn 5.
Oh yeah, threat level's a 5.
Holy shit! Threat level is Brock Lesnar at fucking Royal Rumble. Like, that is what that is. Like, oh no!
Yes.
Help!
Oh shit!
Oh my god! Whoo!
Just tossing motherfuckers.
Motherfucker! Everybody, when they saw Kong, I have my buddy Malcolm. Shouts out to Malcolm Jackson. Shit hit me up. He knew I was a Kong fan, and he was like, "Yo, my boy put the boots to your boy." I said, "You finished the movie yet?" He says, "Nah, not yet." Don't talk to me then until you finish, cause yeah. And he's like, "Oh no, oh no, nah, bro. I'm going to the trunk, bro. I can't." He's like, "Nah, you ain't about to do my pants like this." I was like, "Ooh, shit,"
Yeah.
because they were whooping his ass. Threat level's a 5.
Yeah, threat level's absolutely
Holy
5.
shit. He's getting in the fucking villain zoo.
Yeah, because even we said like if it wasn't for the fucking kids, Kong would have died too.
Yeah,
like,
Kong,
goddamn.
both of them motherfuckers got worked.
Yeah.
He was handling both of them.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for those meddling kids,
Exactly.
that motherfucker would have been dead, and it would have been a wrap.
Yep.
Holy shit. Done. We would not have been having it. Apex would have won.
Yeah.
Then again, like
Well,
everybody was
no
dead.
One, yeah, I was gonna say.
It was, I don't fucking know.
Well, Ghidorah would have took over, and he
Ghidorah,
just
yeah, he would've
did what he
fucking,
started.
like-
He would have just killed everything.
He just killed everything. But he was like, yo, y'all motherfuckers ain't want to make me king? Cool. I'm about to fuck all this shit
Yeah.
up. So he's getting in the he's in the zoo. He has his own fucking his own exhibit.
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
His own exhibit. Ready to go. Hunt it down. I, for one, welcome our mecha overlords.
That's right.
That's the true winner of Godzilla. Who won Godzilla versus Kong? Mechagodzilla.
Yeah.
That's who fucking won. I don't give a goddamn. Like motherfuckers only won from the humans cashed in, and
Right.
Kong fucking got the win. That's all that was.
Exactly.
Kong was Seth Rollins of that whole shit. That's what happened. But other than that, man, that's
Yeah,
it.
We out of here. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
we're out of here, man.
That was it. We hope you enjoyed this movie and this review as much as we did.
We really did, and if y'all stuck around for the whole goddamn thing, thank you so much. We will be looking again. We are bringing out those posters. All you have to do when this episode drops, if you listen to it and you know what the answer is, go ahead and email us at cinemavillainspodcast@gmail.com.
That's Cinema Villains Podcast at gmail.com.
All right, guys, we're gonna go pay some bills and
Pay some bills.
drink some more of this atomic blue shit.
That's right. Y'all have a wonderful day, morning, evening, whenever you're listening to this. We love y'all. Take care of yourselves.
Screonk!
Monkey noises. Bye.